Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom, yo.
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Welcome to Saturday nights. We in the break room where we're open for discussion, baby. I'm here with the whole crew, like always. China, Talon, Dre. Miggs is there in the background somewhere. What's going?
Yeah,
What's
what's going on?
How's everybody doing this weekend?
You know, it is what it is. It's all good.
Can't complain. Another day.
Yeah.
No complaining today? No complaining?
I feel like
honestly, it's too nice out for me to complain today, even if my day's not great. It's clearly a nice day.
Hella.
Yeah, it's pretty nice today. Except it was raining here all day, but you know.
I gotta say,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep.
Word. I was about to say we know about it, but this is the first time everybody else seeing it. What y'all thinking about that intro?
People can make it clap, but we clap back. Anyway, I'm just gonna get right into it. We're gonna make a drink that we have no idea if it's gonna taste good. So just bear with us. And while I am in the background making you the drink and showing you the ingredients and whispering in your ear how I'm making it, Talon, Dre, why don't you tell us what we're talking about today?
Well, I can tell you what I'd like to talk about. I don't know if this is what we're going to be talking about or not, but what I'd like to talk about is specifically, do women know what women want? Now, you can apply this in any specific place that you want, but at the end of the day,
Blood Orange vodka.
Do women know what women want? And when I ask that question, I'm saying, as a group, do women know what they're going after? When women describe women as a group, do y'all know what the fuck it is y'all trying to get or go after? Is there something or is there not? Because y'all outnumber us, yet we still running things. Why is that?
Well, before we get into discussion, let me, because I can tell this is going to be heated. I ain't going to be able to talk in the background.
Wait, hold on.
Let me make this drink real quick.
Once Jay's done making that drink, you're going to have to specify, because I, as a woman, definitely know what women want.
You are one.
I did specify. I said generally, not individually. You one
now,
woman.
are you saying that? Are you saying that because you're a lesbian woman?
Exactly.
No, that's not
so
fair.
like you're like an outlier.
Yeah,
you can play between both.
That shit don't fly. We let y'all think we think y'all run shit.
That makes no sense at all.
You don't even know what you're saying.
You sound retarded.
How?
Sounds
Why
or is?
Like how? Why is it retarded that we make you think that? Like, I'm not saying that's not true or that you're not right. I want to understand your process of thinking. Why is he wrong?
But who's we? First of all, there's no man in my life that makes me think I run.
Look, if you're going to continue to be an outlier, you can't answer the question. You have to be in here as a general woman,
like I said,
in your perspective and understanding. So,
this is going to be
your understanding as a woman in this context. Why would that be? Because even though you're a lesbian, you're still part of that world and that context that we're talking about.
But I run both ends of it, so.
But it doesn't. If men still run the world, that's still not answering the question. Like, you being a lesbian has nothing to do with whether men run.
Beyonce said, "Who run the world?"
She's a liar.
Girls.
That's not true. That was a great. That's a song with great marketability to women who also don't. But answer that question: how do you run it?
Beyonce also told you she was happily single for another song, and how did that work out?
Right. All right. Hold on, real quick.
Was single until she got a ring on it.
No,
but she wasn't.
She was married.
Nah.
Yeah, she was married when she made all the single ladies.
Talking about all her single ladies. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. Before we get into this, let me make this drink real quick.
Okay. All right.
All right. For the base, real quick, we're gonna use 4 ounces of the effing blood orange vodka that we got here.
Okay. Got some F and vodka.
And we're gonna top it. We're gonna top it with the Caribbean Sunset Tropical. Excuse me,
That sounds
Tropicana.
tasty as fuck.
But we're gonna throw in some extras like we always do. We're gonna throw in an ounce of apple schnapps.
Okay.
And an ounce of the peach. Oh shit! It'd be nice if I put this apple one down. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
that might have been a little more than an ounce.
Little extra kiss on there.
And we'll throw 2 ounces of the grenadine in here. A little bit of that pomegranate taste.
A regular addition right there.
All the time. That's his favorite.
It is my favorite. I won't lie. I don't like the blue caracal too much. We're gonna use that though. We're gonna use it.
Okay.
Yes, Nancy.
Oh,
happy
Nancy,
life,
that is not true.
Happy life.
That is not true.
It's happy spouse, happy house.
Yes.
See, I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that.
Not
but
always
happy
true.
Happy life.
It's not always true. Some people can take advantage. It could be a shitty life.
More propaganda.
Yeah, like I don't know who started that, but why is it that you're happy if your wife is happy? That's literally illogical. It makes no sense. And it also just says that fuck what you feel. As long as I feel good, then you're good. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Get out of that relationship and leave if that's what you can describe your life as. Fuck that. You deserve to be happy. Not just one person. This is a two-sided thing. So
How can you shake your head at that? What?
Like getting back to what do women want? What do you want from a man when you're asking us to just fuck what we want? It's all about you. Where do you
don't
get
want
off?
nothing from a man, so
I'm not talking about China. I'm talking about
this is gonna
women.
be a
All right.
fun show.
Jasmine,
gonna be
you
fun.
respond then, since you have a man that you're regularly interacting with.
I'm sorry.
Does she? Does she regular? No, she doesn't.
Are you kidding me?
I would think so.
But see, that's what becomes the real topic of discussion, because a lot of different women, what I would believe is when they say they know what women want, I think they know what women in particular would want that can relate with them, because not all other women can relate with them, which makes it like broken branches of what different segments of other women would want versus how other women are content with what they have, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying, but then like how come women can just generalize shit? Like this comes from me tired of seeing posts about women saying all men are this, all men are that, when it's like, no, all the men you've interacted with apparently are pieces of shit. And I can't tell you why, because I don't fuck with people that are pieces of shit, male or female.
The same goes for men.
No. Exactly. You're contradicting yourself.
We're not talking about men.
How do you say
We're not
women
talking
don't know
about
what
men.
they want? You're generalizing it to
You
all
don't
women
know
with
what you
one
want,
damn
because if
salt
you
gun in
did-
Aruba. Nope.
If you knew what you wanted, you wouldn't get stuck in the same state of finding the same the same men doing the same
Or
bullshit.
women.
You'd realize
Same men
there's
or
something
women.
wrong with my choices here. I'm making the wrong choices because I'm interacting with the same type of dude. Same thing goes for a guy. You find the same type of women you're not into, you need to change that shit. But we're not talking about men. We're talking about women. And women want to go
let's
out here and
change
start dragging men all the time. They
Let's
want to make
change that
videos talking
real
about how
quick
we're
to
garbage, how we
individual.
suck dick, how we don't give a fuck, and all we want is pussy. But then, like, if we start doing all the shit you want, we're not man enough, and you start dragging us again. So what the fuck do you want? Do you want us to be a man, or do you want us to be a simp? And at the end of the day,
Simp.
we don't give a fuck.
Are we mouse?
We don't give a fuck about all that. We want to know what you want to know, but you won't tell us because you want to play a game. It's like, we're not trying to play games with you right now. We don't even know who the fuck you are. We just met you, and you want to play games with us like we're supposed to know how you operate and all that. I don't know who you are. I just met you. Like, I don't understand how we can know what you want when y'all don't even know as a group what you want, because what Mix was saying is some of y'all who identify with each other know what y'all want. But then when I ask you, what do women want? You're like, well, I know what I want. I don't know about all women. But then when it comes to all women got to support women, y'all are there. That don't make no sense. I don't understand. You can't just, like, how is the tribalism within women? How does that work?
It doesn't.
But then again, every other dude or a lot of other fellas can understand what fellas are going through, because we in the same cycle of the
That's BS.
suffrage, but at the same time, it could fall the same way too. Not everybody would know what anyone else would want. It just becomes another topic of discussion of finding out what's the issue
Sound a
with
little
someone.
upset.
And then
Honestly, I just got high energy, Nancy. I mean, Denny, you're right. I got high energy, but like that's because I've been waiting for a whole week to talk about this. Sorry to cut you off, guys.
That's what makes it a great topic because there's a lot to discuss and there's a lot to cover.
So who did you wrong and who broke your heart?
Oh no! See, don't do that.
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
but
it.
hold
That's
on.
not it.
Hold on. It also happens in happily married relationships too.
What
It does.
Where the individual you're with doesn't know what they want. And it's not just relationship based. It could be the smallest thing. The smallest thing,
Exactly.
like, what do you want to eat?
What do you want to do with your life?
Anything.
What do you want to do for your life? Like, what do you want to do?
Where do you want to go?
Like the need to propagate our species. What are your goals? What do you have to offer for society? How are you helping society? And when you're doing that, are you making are you making it all about that? Or are you just doing your part like a normal person should, not a dick? Because women can be dicks just like men are dicks. But again, we're not talking about how men can do the same shit today.
What? Somebody.
What is
I'm
that?
just saying, it's kind of quiet right now.
I mean, we just letting you vent real quick.
Right.
Something's about to happen.
I stopped. I took a breath.
Tell
I'm
us how
honestly
you really
surprised here
feel.
that all the energy's coming from me and not from like women. It's kind of tripping me out.
Because we know what we want. You want to talk
But
about
you haven't
something
answered
don't
the
know
question
nothing
yet.
about.
You haven't
Okay.
answered any of my questions.
You told me I couldn't answer any of the questions.
No, I said if you're gonna keep acting like you're not part of the whole question, then why am I like I can't ask you that if you're like, well, I'm a lesbian, so it doesn't really apply.
No, I didn't say
I
it
can't ask
doesn't.
the question.
What
Okay, go ahead.
percentage? Like, what percentage of women in the world would you say identify as lesbian? Like, it's not that high of a percentage. You would think, right? So when
It's not that
when the
simple
question
anymore.
is asked, what do women want? He's strictly referring to a male-female relationship.
It's not that simple anymore, though.
No. I mean, of course, it's not that simple. But I'm just asking. Instead of saying, "Well, I'm a lesbian, so it doesn't really apply to me," you get
No.
that?
I said in that male-female thing.
Yeah, exactly. We understand that, but
Ooh.
the whole conversation is it's a lot.
Hold
larger
on.
than just
In my opinion, men are. Please put your seatbelt on, sir.
right.
I
In my
will
opinion,
shut off my car. Thank you.
men are attracted to women who are just like them. So you're saying men are attracted to a-holes just like they are, right? Is that
I
what you're saying?
definitely never stated that, but is
First
that
of
what you're
all,
saying?
no. One of our fans said that. See, if you were on camera,
I
you
just
would
had
have.
to
He's ready. He's ready to
look
attack
at that.
China.
Doing
He's ready.
everything you can, but answer the question
He
what
wants
women
you to
want.
answer the
Anything
question,
but
but
that.
attack you.
What do you mean? What do I want? I want chocolate right now. I want.
I didn't say what you
colors.
want. I didn't say what you want. That's also not what you want. You know what I mean? This is an existential question, not like what's gonna make me feel good at this moment.
Yeah,
What
so
do you
what
want to
he's
do with your
saying
life?
is,
What kind of
general,
skills do you
what do
develop?
women
Right
want?
now.
Period. Like,
This drink is hitting hard, by the way.
What do they want to do out of life? What do they
date,
want out of
Colin?
life? Not just out of men. Like, what do you want to do?
Are we swiping left and right here? Like, what do you mean? What do I want to do on a daily basis in my life in the long run? In 5 years from now,
What do women want to do?
What do you
Because
want to do in life?
if
Okay,
women
that's-
know what they want to do, they would just go and do it because that's what y'all do, right? Like, you are go-getters. If you know what you want, you go and get it, right?
As I do. I'm confused.
Right. So if men are still running the world, what do women want if they continue to bitch about that?
You see?
That I mean, you really can't debate that one.
Apparently not Beyonce.
I'm just saying, like, I'm curious if that's the case. You guys are more go-getters than we are. Why are we still running shit? I'm not saying it's starting to shift, but like we still
First
running
of
shit,
all-
generally speaking.
Because we're better.
Caucasian men. That's the way the world has
Which
been.
there's not even one present, so don't speak
Right,
about
hold
them,
on.
right?
No.
That's like you're talking behind their back. No, I'm just saying.
I didn't point fingers. That's not what I did. I said,
Didn't your mother ever tell you don't talk unkind about somebody who's not in your presence?
no.
Yeah, but white men can take it. Fuck them.
My mama always told me speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and that's why I'm always in trouble. Because I don't know how to shut up because I'm always speaking the truth.
The better question is, how don't we run the world, Sunshine? That's the better question.
But how do you? Okay, wait.
No, you just said white men have been running the world because that's how we've been running it. So if we've been running the world, we don't need to justify that men run the world. You just did it.
But that's
so how
women
don't we?
being oppressed. Are we going there?
If that's what you think this is going in, I asked, how are you guys not running the world if you're go-getters and get what you want? That's what I'm trying to ask. What do you want? Because if women know what they want, they get it. But apparently they don't want to run the world.
But they're trying. They're getting there.
But y'all don't support each other. How come Hillary didn't get president? Y'all didn't back her like black people back Obama.
Fuck Hillary.
And Lively kind of like fucked that up for her. So yeah, she did it to herself.
Right. Like
okay, so
quiet,
anybody
like
else? How come
right
there's
next to each
nobody
other.
who's been elevated in America since suffrage movements?
Shut up,
There's other
Jay.
countries that have pulled it off, but we haven't. We can't pull that. And it's not like all men here are trying to just stop women. That's not the case.
Stop.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to have a hard conversation with y'all. If anything, shit.
Okay, so tell me how you run the world.
I don't run shit.
What's between your legs?
I just said men, but you keep getting this back into this individual thing. I didn't say I run anything.
How much?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? God forbid, because I don't wish death on.
Now we all know Kamala's gonna take over because Biden ain't gonna last.
Kamala.
Right. So what's gonna happen then?
Oh, about time.
Well, then we're gonna follow our law, and Kamala's gonna be the president. Like I don't know.
And then a woman is gonna be running the world, and then what?
Yeah,
the world isn't the United States. Let's get that clear. The world is not the United States.
Okay, so back up. Let's backtrack. Colin just said that we're not doing it, but other countries around the world have women doing it. So
have
are we
women doing what?
The world?
There's not many women rulers in other countries.
But there is.
There's not many. No, there's not.
Not that much.
Right, but there are females who run stuff. So are we talking about
in small countries?
You're saying it's a majority?
No, you're right. You're right that some women do run particular provinces, or they have specific jobs.
Small is where you start to where it becomes big.
Listen, just like the point that was being made earlier, like the same way men and other people have to get together for a certain cause, you guys need to back it up constantly, because there's always going to be constant oppression, one side versus the other, this man over that man, male versus female. If females, I believe, wanted to get where they should be, keep pushing yourselves the same way men have been doing it.
No, fuck that. Let's be real, because we're in the break room. Women can't get where they're going because women hold each other back, not themselves back, each other back. Well, there's so much hate between female men. Hate each other, but they'll fucking work with you with a fucking straight face, and as soon as you turn around, that's when the dagger will go in your fucking back. Right, women just talk about, they do it all in the frontal because they can't stand it. Women, they go at each other way too much for women to get where they need to be.
I think we were just given the opportunity to start getting places. Like back in the day, it was a man's world. It's not a man's world necessarily anymore. Women are stepping in, and y'all men are no
This is
longer...
a man's world.
Oh, look at that.
That's crazy.
How funny
Back
is
then, yes.
This is a man's world.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just like a race thing. Like back then, like things didn't go hand in hand. I mean, we weren't always
I don't
allowed.
think women want to lead, though. I don't think women.
So you think we have a female vice president because we don't want to lead?
That's the first one in how many years?
Sorry,
right? But it's the first time.
And before you say, well,
it's the first time it was really allowed. think about that. Yes.
I mean,
we can hear you.
a woman could have ran for vice president
From here?
50 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 193 countries. There's about 29 with female world leaders. So, like I said, men run the world.
Fact checks.
Someone hit Google and they're
Are you looking for a fight, Talon? Is that what it is? Are you looking for
if you wanna
that?
fight,
You want us to be
I don't know.
upset?
I'm
You
I
trying
mean,
to
want
Mortal
us
say
to
Kombat
how it
comes
is.
out next week.
that y'all run the world,
Yeah.
Talon? Does that feel better?
I'm not saying that I want them to, and I'm
You
not
run
saying
the world
like,
Hold
now.
on. Wait. Do you see this comment?
They don't
but
snatch
if
the
you
finger
wanted to
fingers,
say you guys like you want to say
Wait,
how are we running the world?
That means
Okay,
China's
wait.
would disappear.
Out of 193 countries.
How wouldn't women be able to
Listen.
thrive?
I'm not gonna touch that one because I need to
Okay.
go to bed next to one.
Matthew is right.
I'm not touching that one.
That's probably a wise choice, Jay.
Oh yes.
Matthew was right about that though.
I see my figure.
Okay, but how is she going to be president? Because she got voted outright into office, or because she got voted?
Like,
she got picked.
Wait. We're jumping
behind Joe
comments.
Biden.
Hold on. No. 1 second, please. I need to know how women wouldn't be able to survive.
And build in society.
oh, see, I guess she said.
That would make them survive or let them survive.
I would say in the physicality section, when it comes to like building and putting stuff together. I mean, y'all can put
What do you mean? There's
together.
women that build and put things together. How do you guys sound?
Yeah,
What are we
but
saying?
I'm just
In
saying, like, not
1870,
all of
when
y'all
women didn't
women.
build
Western
anything,
society-
and they were just
No,
having
I'm not-
babies.
Unless an army of y'all
What's
women start getting
happening?
buff as fuck and y'all can handle shit
There's
like most
women buff as
lumberjacks,
fuck
then
building
more power
Not
shit.
to
that
you.
many.
I'm
I
just
don't know
saying.
what year
I think
it
the
was
question is
like.
putting out there.
Are you serious?
Jason, what did I go to school for originally?
Welding.
I'm a licensed and certified welder.
You are
You
one
know,
woman.
you.
How many women are
Words.
licensed and
What
certified
ratio
welders?
that you think of women able to let?
Sometimes it's not the opportunity
part of
for
the
it because you
question,
are
though,
a
like-
woman. Jobs like that ain't easy for women to
How-
get
like,
at
what
the
do
end of
you
the
do
day.
with all
They're not
that
easy for women to
That's
do.
not an easy thing. Even with a license, even with going to school, you still won't get a job because you're a woman. They think you can't do it.
See, you guys think that we're discounting women with skill and ability when we're talking about the ones who don't, and you're not paying attention to what we're talking about. We're talking about shitty females. Why do loud, shitty females
I don't
represent
know about
y'all
shitty females
incorrectly?
because I'm not one, so I can't even comment on that.
Right, so why are you defending them when we're trying to talk about them?
And then
No,
see
right,
what
so then
Jasmine just said proved my
specify
point
that.
earlier.
You you're saying all women. That's what you're saying. You're not saying shitty women.
Yeah, it's
No,
hard to say
no,
what
now
all
we on the
women would
topic.
want.
Because I'm not trying to. Because I'm not going to say that they're shit. See, I have to qualify them so that we're just yourself.
Okay.
Do that. He's not talking about me.
Turn his mic off.
I don't know what you're saying because
Look at this man with crappy service.
listen, you're running that world really good.
I mean, like, honestly, though, with this question, I feel like the core comes to how many women out there are skilled like yourselves? Is there enough to propagate society? Because there is a growing trend with people having vapidity and
Hold on,
uselessness
Bundy.
selling
Okay,
the fucking.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. You take it, Dre. I've been talking a lot.
With the whole Thanos thing, when he snaps his fingers, if there's no men on planet Earth tomorrow, how many women are welders? Are you gonna be able to
I
weld for
bet
the
you'll
entire
learn to be a
country?
welder.
First
They
of all,
can
I'm
learn to
not
be a
only
welder.
but let me ask you a question, Jasmine.
Yes.
If there were no men in the world and you needed to learn how to weld to provide for your children, would
I
you
will do
learn
it.
how to weld?
I
Thank
sure
you.
would.
Would you carry a
She
brick
gonna burn
on
a
your
couple
back?
fingers off, but she'll try to learn.
Who cares? Who cares? Women are quicker to
not
learn
true.
if they have to take care of their kids. We're gonna do
Are
what
they?
we have to do.
You think those
I'm a bear.
bougie OF chicks are gonna learn to weld if it means their livelihoods on the? Really think that?
That's
Look,
I mean,
not
but
right.
that would
Listen, I
take
used
time.
No, I
That
used
takes
to
a
go
lot of
and
time
weld,
to replace.
go take a shower, and
With
change
being an
into my
OF
heels.
girl.
Don't. Mm-mm.
But I would take a lot more time than you think.
Again, see, you're taking this personal, China. I
That's
said
not
OF
something that could
girls,
just
and you
happen.
started to defend yourself.
I'm not.
You're making it a personal thing when we're saying society, as in
as a whole.
what 350 million Americans. how many of them actually know how to weld in the first place? How many people are licensed truck drivers? You know, it's not easy to drive a truck. That's something that it's going to take some time for you to learn.
I have a friend who's a female who fishes on a daily basis.
Put your kid in the car with you. You'll learn in 20 minutes.
She drives trucks. She plows snow.
Trust me, I know.
She does all that.
Yeah. Now, how many of hers are out there? Like,
that's
there's got to be a much bigger number than
there's a lot of men that don't know how to weld either. So how many men out there know how to fucking weld?
But there's more men who know how to weld
than
women.
Women that weld.
But that's not. I'm saying, like, I mean, if she's a piece of shit woman and she don't want to fucking learn how to weld, guess what? She's gonna fucking die. Yes, if they no snaps and there's no man, and she's depending on a man. If that's what you're trying to say,
I think the bigger issue
on a man to come and fucking weld for her, then guess what? She's gonna fucking die. That's it.
Holland is stealing Wi-Fi.
Jumping free Wi-Fi. Well,
I
just want to say is,
if you're a go-getter, you're gonna learn how to weld, and you're gonna take care of your kids without no man.
What if you don't need to weld to take care of your kids? You could just build
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's what we were talking about in the first place.
Yeah, but I think what the bigger issue is that like we cannot answer this very broad question. Like there has to be ways to break it down into subsections where it's easy to understand what these kind of women want and these ones, and then try to see like what the general concept that they have in between that can help us try to answer this question of what do women really want. But that takes more research. But there's a lot of
research. There ain't enough hours in the day to research that question.
Oh, all right, then. That's going to take research. Nobody wants to do. It's too much.
Research, man. Nobody's paying for us to figure out who women are. They're not even doing it. That's why we're asking the question. Because if they knew, we wouldn't be asking the question.
I believe that too. So sorry. But I mean,
where's your wife?
My wife?
She's in Florida living her life. She's living her good life in Florida.
Is she listening to this conversation?
She likes the conversation.
Why would she? Probably not. Oh, you're talking about Migs.
She knows
everything is
not about. Had a nice discussion before this episode even happened. So, like everything I'm saying, I'm trying to walk the fine line between understanding between both sides. It's hard to answer one very super vague fucking question on how everyone is because not everyone's the same. But it is open to discussion how, like I was saying before, subsections of certain people are the way they are, and that's how we know they would know what they want.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, Francisco, when you open up that fucking phone book, or you fucking Google and you get a welder, how many of those numbers are gonna send you a fucking technician that's a woman?
What are the odds of getting
available?
And that's just right. And that's
Why would it
all right, but how many even have a woman on their payroll?
That do the things that men normally do.
Because how long has it been open for women to do whatever they want? That's where you're mistaken.
But that's what Tom is trying to say. I believe
40 years.
40 years. So in 40 years, okay, wait.
You can't say it's like a ridiculous number. You just said you're a licensed welder, and I'm gonna say we're probably the same age. So there are women who were welding before you, and women who joined the military, and women who
absolutely.
So we could say 40, 50 years.
Okay, let's say 50 years. So you're going to compare what women can do in the last 50 years, and not can do physically, mentally, emotionally, but were allowed to do. So these doors are just being opened for women to men who sit on their butt all these years doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Some women can
do
white men. Everybody has the opportunity
to minorities.
No, that's
they're just getting the same shit.
Exactly my point. So doors are just being opened up. So you can't compare how many women can do this and would be able to do that and take over this
But in the last 50 years, women have had more freedom and autonomy over themselves to do whatever they want, and they're not choosing to do these things. Just because you chose to do it doesn't mean the majority of women are going to choose to do this. A lot of women don't want to do dirty physical jobs. They're like, "Oh, why would I
don't want to do dirty jobs."
Nobody, of course, but some people, but somebody has to do it.
Speaking about dirty jobs, how many female sanitation workers do you see?
Yeah.
How many female construction workers do you see? You know how many plumber females do you see? Like these are dirty jobs that most men, 95, if not 98% of the time, are the ones expected to do it because like you said, who the fuck else going to do it? But now, just like when they said, not all women want the same thing, and it's another topic open for discussion. Like, it just depends on what women we're talking about and what they want.
Right. Like I could say what I want, but what I want as a woman doesn't mean that's what Jasmine wants.
True.
Jasmine got what she need. That dude right there, making blue cacao over there.
Oh, that's what I need.
Oh,
is that what I
she got
want?
what she wanted. She got what she wanted. He right there.
Oh, okay.
She got what she needs.
I don't know why I can't hear you.
Got the drink.
Give me the Malibu and the pina colada juice.
Why?
I'm switching up.
Because he's an alcoholic.
Why can't you get it yourself?
Because it's on the other side of the bar.
Stop using your woman
He
to
needs a
hit it.
woman.
But she's right there.
Well, she
woman.
just
Right there. Can you pass it? Like that shouldn't be a problem.
Some men don't want to do dirty jobs, but somebody has to do them, and the majority of people doing them are men.
Are men, right?
You see more CNA women than men. Okay,
But that's CNA.
I don't know. Well,
Right.
yeah.
There's
there are more
male nurses
CNAs
coming
that
up
are
the
female.
ranks now. There's a lot of male
There's
nurses.
there's
males
typically
coming up in that,
an
but like
explanation
But
for
they're
that.
getting there now.
they're getting
There
there.
wasn't
The
before.
same way women would have to get where men already are. Everything is a process.
Can y'all
Right?
hear me?
Progress
I
is a
can't hear.
process in itself. So it's like where we are now, it cannot be just given the generality of who can get there. Everything's going to take time and work.
I cannot hear.
But if people want to get together and get to that work, that's the only way to get to that goal faster, rather than just sitting and talking about it. And 1 out of every 100 are doing what you did, China. Just be a badass bitch and do what men can do. Not all women are like that.
a lot of women look at it and say, "I don't want to do what men do."
Of course, because we don't get paid to do what you do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's.
But if you could get paid to do what we do,
Hey, don't say that
Not
because
necessarily
that-
true like
No,
that.
it's true. That's the truth.
Come on. Let's talk
That
about
is the
that
truth,
feeling.
bro.
One of those cool out
the
of
wage
mixes down
gap
there.
thing.
Small
If
ones.
If I do a job for maintenance and you do a job for maintenance, you're gonna get paid
Why does it have
higher
to be
than me.
maintenance?
I'm just saying. Because I did work maintenance
Because
as a
men do
female.
that.
I did maintenance
That's
in a warehouse. And I know I got paid straight. And if a man was to do it, he's gonna get paid way more money than me.
Listen, as the vice president of a company, same schooling, same education, same training, same experience. Who's going to get paid more, a male or a female?
The men is going to, because it's a well-known boys club, and they're not going to give that power to women because they never gave that power to women. So that's not really a good example because that's not the average experience.
But that's my point.
No, but
the
you
woman
said-
would have
you
to
said-
sell
you named a
herself the
specific
same way
job. You
men
said a-
sell
you said a
themselves in
vice
an interview
president of
to get that.
anything.
It's got to. It's too broad. Like, it's hard to answer that with one statement or one.
It
opinion.
doesn't matter. If I'm presenting myself with the same degree,
The point is to whittle down that.
it's to what?
What'd you say?
I don't know. My audio's fucking up. I'm sorry.
What are you making over
I'm
there?
saying, like, the whole point is to start general and then to whittle
I'm
it
making a
down
pina,
from that
a
point.
banana pina colada.
All right.
So, like, we're asking, what do women want? So we can point out the fact that, well, what do you know? There are some women that know what the fuck they want, like China here. But there's a lot of women that don't know what they want, and those are the women that go out there and generally trash men when they're making poor decisions.
Okay,
So
wait.
we're talking about those people.
Someone who trashes anyone, whether it's about a male trashing a female trashing a male, one race trashing another, they're trash. Period. The
But
end.
why is it that women are always repost that with "Yes, Queen"? Why do you guys always do that type of shit?
Yes, Queen is more of a gay thing. What are you talking about?
No, it's not. That's definitely
Yes,
like a Nicki Minaj, like
Women say
she
that.
started that bullshit, or Cardi B or something like that.
I don't know. Okay.
You mean yes, bitch?
Yeah,
right.
that's it. Like, it's always that stuff, right?
Yes, Queen is gay. Yes.
Hey, Denny, you're right. There are some more female referees being put out there. Like, I still watch wrestling. There's a lot more female referees coming through the ranks.
All right.
There's been
go there?
female referees
Wanna go
coming
there?
through NFL. So, you know, it's.
I think it was Dave Chappelle who asked the question: if females are so equal to men, why isn't there a female that plays in? Why is there a WNBA? Why can't they just play in the NBA with us?
Don't do
allowed.
But that's what I'm saying.
Wait.
It's because
You said it's not allowed.
Let me tell you something.
But why is it not allowed?
Because men are better at basketball. What?
Yeah, they're physically larger.
God, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
like seriously though.
the physicality is just like there's no comparison. Like even if there is, like, come on, like if a woman takes a charge, we going to jail. If a woman charges,
how about this?
We gotta just dust it off. You know what I mean? Like
how about there's a woman
point, yo, like someone's getting stabbed in the parking lot and catching the case.
Football league. There's a woman football league. How come you still got to skin while you play football?
Because men
why do women play football?
Nobody wants to watch women play football. Nobody wants to watch women play basketball. And I love basketball. I'll even watch WNBA sometimes. But I know how the basketball culture is. Women prefer to watch men play sports.
Yeah.
So you're
If they
saying,
didn't, then
you
they
said
would
it's
be
not
in the
allowed.
same.
Like there is not one woman who's ever played in the WNBA who honestly thinks she can make an NBA roster.
Lisa Leslie.
She couldn't. She would get destroyed. She would get destroyed.
Candace Parker.
She would get destroyed by average NBA players. They would embarrass her.
We're talking about NBA level though, Denny. Like we're not talking about average players because average, like women on average, can be hella good at sports and be better at men because men can also be really trash. But we're talking at a pro level here. This is different. These are different specimens.
Like Division II college players could beat WNBA players. Like, come on. There's college basketball players who aren't even getting paid yet are better than WNBA players.
And it's because they're women. That's why they're better, right?
It's all about the different.
That's one of the reasons.
That's not the only reason, but when it comes to something like sports and physicality,
I'm trying to stress the
that
fuck
makes so much sense. It makes so much sense, guys. It does.
Well, how come it hasn't happened?
No, I'm just listening. I'm listening to y'all.
So
it depends on the sport, Sunshine.
Yes.
How many WNBA players can guard LeBron James? Like,
how many males can guard LeBron James?
Right?
You can guard that dude, yo. Like, damn. Like, you know what? Hey, yo, YouTube and TikTok challenges, right? Yo, just shoot that question over to LeBron and let's see if he'll take that challenge against the whole WNBA league.
Right.
And now we're debating something like that.
But why against WNBA? Why wouldn't LeBron just take it against people in general? How many can guard? Like
he don't need to. Look at how he plays in the league now.
There's some males that are bitches, so
that too. Like he's already scraping people just on stats alone on his career level and his professional level. Like he doesn't need to wait for dudes to step up. He's already putting the challenge out there, setting the bar. When it comes to having a man, what the fuck? Like you really gotta be like, yo.
And I'm pretty sure his ball skills are bisexual.
What?
I'm pretty sure LeBron James' basketball skills are bisexual.
All right. Thank you for that, Jay. You're essential to the conversation, bro.
Thank you. I mean, I said I'm staying out of this one. I have to go to bed with one tonight, right?
I know. I understand your predicament.
How did she let you start this show then?
I'm gonna say the wrong thing. And I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night, and she's gonna be looking at me, and I'm gonna turn over, and she's gonna be like, "Remember what you said?" I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Ain't nobody gonna be looking at you. You're gonna be looking at a pillow over your damn head.
Yeah, she's gonna be in the fucking corner of the shadows.
No.
Listening to the rhythm of your breathing.
She wants to hear the words come out my mouth before she puts that pillow over my head.
Yes,
men definitely do cook.
Sunshine,
really damn well, and we have cleaning businesses, so we can definitely do that as well.
I was like,
this is my problem. Like, why do we genderize? Why do we put a gender on
everything?
On everything.
A gender has already been put on everything.
I'm not trying to, but
women can throw out garbage better than men because they don't throw out garbage. They leave the garbage, even if you put it in front of the door. How about that one? Huh? I like that one.
I respect gender fluidity, but it's a man versus woman thing because the world is man versus woman. It's man and woman. That's it. So I respect everybody that has all these cisgenders. I respect your decision to feel how you want. You want to be a them, they, all of that. That's on you. It's fine.
Don't assume my gender.
Right? But at the end of the day, it always is going to boil down to men and women, because when you're born, you're either born a man or you're born a woman. And there is a certain percentage of unfortunate people that are born both. But
wait, Ruby Flay gets beat all the time. Don't you watch the damn show?
Yeah, that's for marketing.
You just call him Ruby Flay?
You got Mario Batali, you got Emerald Lagasse.
Booby.
All those Michelin star chefs. You got the El Bulli. Come on, man. There's plenty of good male chefs and women chefs. Let's not mess up cooking like that's supposed to be some gendered shit. There's just shitty people that don't know how to cook. All right, I'm not gonna make that gender.
Even with instructions.
Talk about shitty people, shitty females. That's what he wants to talk about.
It should be crappy people, though.
Shitty females.
So what do shitty females want? Shitty females are the ones that are doing all the bitching and posting up these bullshit posts. What do shitty women want then?
Stop. Crappy women are the ones posting up all this post. There's your crappy man over here who's the one who wants to have this discussion in this fight. Why?
First of all, I'm not a crappy man because I want to ask.
First of all, nobody was talking about you. Remember, you're staying out of this.
You pulled that.
But you pointing at me too, China. I'm in that.
Wife, I'm talking about you, wife. I am not talking about Jason.
Oh, see,
you're the one who wanted to have this crappy discussion.
Yeah, but why am I a bad guy for asking a simple question? What do women want?
I mean, a movie came out about it. The world didn't turn on fire.
We still haven't gotten an answer to that. What do women want as a whole? Is there even any guesses? As you as a woman,
as a whole?
Women want?
But
it's a pretty.
No.
Okay,
no,
so
I can answer what I want. No,
it
I
can mean
answer
anything.
what I want, and I can answer what my woman wants, but I can't answer what women as a whole want.
You can have to start a discussion forum.
But you guys love to say what men want. So if you can say what we want, you have to know what you want.
I can't say what you want. I'm not you.
That's it.
I'm not my mother.
That's true.
I could say what I want. I can't say what everyone else
Women
wants.
are quick to tell men what they're thinking or how they feel, but they can't tell you the same shit.
Maybe it's because y'all don't say it.
We don't need to. Maybe
come
we learn
up
how
with
to
it
read
in our own head, like, maybe this
communication
is how
goes both ways.
This is how I'm feeling.
If you choose not to communicate what you should communicate, you're the fuck up. And if the guy is doing it too, clearly y'all both fuck up. So communication is key, period. You gotta communicate this shit, all right? If you want something, say what the fuck you want.
Life
If
is
something's
communication.
wrong, say what the fuck is wrong. If
Life
something
is
can make it better, say what the fuck you can do to make it better.
Let's be honest. Life is communication. There's many different ways that you can communicate with people.
But if you don't know what you want, you
can't
communicate.
From the smallest thing, body language, the way I'm saying something. Hey, babe, do you want breakfast? No, I'm okay. Hey, babe, do you want breakfast? No.
A lot of men want the same things.
Okay, wait. Can we backtrack for a second? Okay. Excuse me. Your main thing was, hey, babe, what do you want for dinner? Oh, I don't know. How about, hey, babe, we're going here for dinner? Or, hey, babe, I made you breakfast.
No, fuck that.
What do you want?
Because when you ask, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? And they say,
why are you asking?
I don't care what you
asking?
want. I don't care what I want. Just go.
We ask because
you
we
don't know what
care.
you want.
Because I'm getting this.
Oh yeah, but no, fuck that. Because when you get to the destination, it's like, oh, I didn't want this. I wanted something else. Or how did you know I wanted this? Maybe I wanted this. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, if you want something to eat, say what you want. Don't go.
I'm upset. Okay.
That's yours.
No, as my partner, you need to understand.
I understand that.
If you want something to eat, just say, hey, babe, we're going here for dinner tonight.
I don't gotta say that shit. I'll eat the fuck anything. Serve it to me, I'll eat it.
Don't say how come I don't.
Listen, you can serve me cauliflower dipped in fucking cheese and a half cooked chicken. I'll say, that was a great fucking dinner. I'm getting fed. I don't give a fuck. I care about what the other person wants because if they don't know what we want and it fucks up our dinner date, now I'm like, no, I can't eat shit because you don't know what the fuck you want to eat. Now I'm hungry and you pissed.
I'll be right back.
I know someone, if you ask her what she wants for dinner, she says you can serve her crap on toast.
No, you wouldn't serve anybody crap on toast if we're being
real.
I ate crap on toast today from Dunkin' Donuts.
She wants. No, come on, that avocado toast is banging.
No, yeah, it is. It
is banging. Watch your mouth, yo. Yo, you throw a little bit of everything spice on it that they don't put. Yeah, you fucking good.
They put the everything bagel thing on there, so be quiet.
I've seen it served on a plain bagel, Jason.
Francisco. If you stop going to the same place, maybe we'll say, I don't want that. Because you keep going to the same place. I'm tired of the shit.
Mom, mind your business and go to bed.
So, Jasmine, what do you really want for dinner? What do you really want to eat?
Sometimes I just want you to fucking pick it. And I'll just be like, all right, yes, I ate that. And then if it's not good, it's your fault. It wasn't good. That's it. That's how I am.
Wait, that whole conversation right there really just proves how men are supposed to be making the decisions when it comes to relationships. Because if you can't decide what you want,
that we should know, like we're fucking mind readers. We're not mind readers, even though we could be. We could be magicians, and some of us are. I don't know how many women are magicians. Another discussion for another time.
A lot of them are magicians.
Garbage because you leave it there instead of throwing it out.
You did disappear. You really did your magic trick.
I could make you disappear.
Nah, never. I'm here to stay, baby.
I could make you disappear. Don't make me show you.
I can make this next blunt disappear. This discussion because this shit is fucking crazy. It's funny though.
What'd you say, Tyler?
See, here's something I want to be serious about.
On the show.
Oh, okay.
See,
I do.
If a lot more people in the world,
you could come right back.
Equal. If a lot more people in this world were a lot open, like how we are on the show, it would be a lot easier to find out the information that no one wants to share. Like some men, like some women or some bitch ass dudes can do. It's just like how Jason says, communication all the way.
Exactly.
You don't communicate,
I'm trying to open
bitch ass piece of trash. That's fucking up the society bar level. It's so low because people. Say it again.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking to my mother. She should be sleeping right now.
Yeah, you said it in the mic like you spoke to somebody. Mom, go to sleep.
Right? Mom, go to bed. Go to bed, Mom.
This is not a drill, lady. I apologize to all my fans out there.
I'm sorry. We do not in no way, shape, or form condone elderly.
Thank you, Tammy.
Yes.
Now, I agree with you, Tammy.
Yeah, but there's mad different ways to communicate.
Thank you, Christina.
You do. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to say the word. You can't just be like, look at me, and my face is telling you that I feel like
it is.
No.
Because if I sit here and I'm pissed off, you'd be like, "Why you got duck face? What's wrong with you?"
Let me ask you a question.
So it's key. Communication.
So now,
reading
body language or just being a fucking mind reader?
Because but I mean, it comes into different things.
You gotta read his mind, is what he's saying. Because
what's the difference in you asking me, as friends, forget anything else, as co-hosts of a show, what's the difference in you asking me what I want for dinner, right? Or me telling you, hey, go get meat out the freezer for me to make for dinner.
The difference?
One of them you made a decision, and the other one I made a decision.
I'll tell you this. No.
Whoa, hold on. The answer depends on would you be okay no matter what we get.
Well, if you're doing that, you're giving her the option. What she decided right there was either you're going to decide or I'm going to decide. That's the two options there. So either you're going to be a decision maker or you're not. And the thing is society and women want
Are you going to
men
be a decision maker or a scapegoat? Decision maker or a scapegoat?
No. I'm saying in two different days, not at the same time.
But when it comes to something big, work together. Which, okay, I understand that. That's fine. But they don't act like they don't want us to tell them what to do sometimes. You do. You want us to tell you what we're having for dinner tonight. You don't want to bullshit. We want me to tell you when I'm taking you, what time we're going, where we're going, what we're gonna have, and what we're gonna do after that. And you may not want that every single time, but you want that. And women don't want to express that.
Okay, 1 second to reply to that. What's the difference in me taking meat out the freezer, me cooking what I took out, me serving you when it's time to eat, me cleaning off the table and saying, come on, let's go watch this? What's the difference?
I just told you. It's who's deciding what's happening in the relationship.
Right, but I made the decision 6 days a week to put food on the table. The one day we're going out to eat, I have to decide what we're eating that day too.
Because I get pulled out work every day. What do you want to eat for dinner?
What do you want for dinner? I don't know. Whatever you want.
Some people are just undecided. Yo, listen.
All I want is food.
I ate
That's
chicken
it.
at work.
I just want food. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
I'm still gonna eat chicken.
Humans
Exactly.
matter.
First of all, a sensible man would know. Look. If I'm with you, I know what you feed me should be edible. All right, go ahead and serve me whatever you want, babe. Or my boo, Pookie, whatever you want to call them. Listen, if you're not gonna serve me shit on toast, so feed me. That's all you need to do is feed me. But if it's gonna be a problem that I gotta specifically say what to feed me, then you really don't know me. Just serve me shit on toast.
So you don't know me either. If you're taking me out to dinner and I have to tell you where I want to go.
Right. Yeah.
But then
that's
what brings us right back, though. That's what brings us right back to that. People are so undecided and they're repressive with it that when they don't say it, that's what becomes the roadblock in that key communication. If you don't say it, we're not gonna know. But then some people just be bitches.
Don't ever say we're not gonna know like that again because you sounded kind of crazy.
Wait, what?
It's true. It's true.
What?
It's a two-way street, no matter how you look at it.
We not going down.
But not everybody's the same. So how would you look at it?
We not
So
going
then
down.
let's rephrase the question. Why do women get behind women that are trash? Why is there so many women that won't do or really support or about that OF life? Just being like, you go get yours, show that asshole, baby. Like, how come you guys aren't checking them for literally reducing the value of like female body? They're literally doing that.
But how come men don't do that for each other either?
We not. No, that's bullshit.
We
Men do that for each other.
We don't pour out. We don't have OMs.
No, fuck
we
that.
consume the content you guys.
Men do that for each other. Men do that for each other. Men do that for each other because listen to all of these fucking secret society stories and all of that bullshit.
Right? We got some.
Ever heard of a female member of fucking Skull and Bones? I think not.
Yo, Francisco puts a good point because a lot of times when we be like, "Hey, do you want this?" No. All right, that was probably my best guess. So if we say the next best thing is like, all right, well, what about this? No, it's like now.
No, fuck that. We always eat there. I want to eat somewhere new.
Okay,
I like to say, yo, what exactly are you looking for? Chicken, beef, steak? You know what I mean? Like shrimp? Yo, what exactly you want? You tell me what you want.
For this, I could have just ate that at home.
Why would you ask what you want to eat? You can cook it at the same time. Hey, babe, let's cook this.
Hey,
right? Learn some new recipes.
If you go to a restaurant and you don't know what you want, you have a problem reading the menu.
I say that.
There's chicken in the freezer. If I'm gonna eat chicken, if I'm gonna pay for chicken, I'm just gonna go home and make the shit.
Well, you know what? Get the hot water running and stuff that fucking sink. Yo, we can cook bitch. And we gonna pop it in the oven at 400.
How about we cook together?
That's what I meant. That's why I said we. I kept saying we.
I'm talking to Paula, not to you.
Okay, you keep pointing at me though.
It's confusing because I'm pointing this way and it should be at
I think you just talking junk, lady. All right.
Now I'm pointing at you, damn it. Sorry, Mom.
So
there you go. Now he's under you.
That's a perfectly valid option.
Don't say
what we're
sorry.
talking about.
This is a fucking R-rated show in this motherfucker.
I don't care. I still have respect for my mother 110%. So it could be a triple X-rated show.
That's
And
true.
I'm still
You gotta raise your bar, China. It's got to be 1,000. 110 kilos.
I got
Doesn't
respect
matter.
and I got respect and I love my mother too. But Ma, go the fuck to bed.
If I ever said that to my mother, she would punch me from South Carolina. If I said that to my mother, I'd be like, no.
Hey, Tambi, to kind of go off of what you're saying, in response to that, I just wish, just like this conversation, more people, whether it's woman or man, is just more open. So even if you don't, hold on, Jason, hold on, because you're gonna take this another heat. I'm speaking from generality, and I'm trying to be like neutral. All right, if everyone was just openly equal, it wouldn't be a problem. So that way, it's like, all right, you don't know what you want, but then you would allow me just to bring something. All right, cool. I'm not saying shut your mouth and eat it, but it would be nice to not hear a complaint about something I went out there to go get and feed you for, just to hear about, because it's like, why'd you have me go do that for then? But if you were open to just be like, you know what, thank you, I wasn't expecting that, but that was good, we'd be good. Don't turn it into a critical case.
Okay, check this out then. You want to test that theory? Check this out.
I don't know.
Next time you go to work, right? Call Nafisa.
Donna
say,
gonna
babe,
throw the chocolate at you.
Get dressed, all right? Get dressed, okay? Put something good on. Don't dress like you just going out to the store. We're gonna go get something to eat real quick, okay? Just me and you. right? You pick her up and you take her to fucking Wendy's. I bet you she's gonna be pissed the fuck off. Oh,
I've done that and it worked in my favor.
You told me to get dressed, motherfucker. I put this dress on. I did my hair.
Get nice for me, not Wendy's.
No, I didn't say you.
Well, hold on. That's a very specific situation, right? I'm not gonna go and tell my wife. I'm not gonna tell my wife, go get nice, pretty, go get dressed up like we're gonna go out and then I go to Wendy's. I'm just an idiot if I did that.
Petty shit.
All right. Well, keep this
like Wendy's.
What if Wendy's?
I'd rather have you just get dressed and tell me you want to go to a restaurant. I'm not gonna just think about Wendy's while you look good, because at the same time, why can't you go looking good at Wendy's? Y'all getting fed. That's the event. We gonna get a Baconator, baby. Like
fuck that whole scenario, right? Fuck that whole scenario.
Can I get extra cheese?
What if she's already mad at you? What if she's already mad at you?
No, ew.
What if she's already mad at you and you ask her, what do you want to eat? And she doesn't answer you, and you take her to a place, and she doesn't like this shit. You really think it's not going to be an issue?
And she goes hungry. She's a grown-ass adult.
It's just like if me and you are fighting, and I make dinner, and it's on the table, and you're mad at me, and you don't eat it. Guess what? Cereal's right there.
Exactly. And you know what? As a man, we're going to eat that fucking cereal and go to bed.
Yeah. I can't eat cereal, okay?
That's your problem. I can't eat a burger.
You can have a burger.
Oh, while I make you that bowl of cereal, just make me a burger.
I'll still cook dinner and I'll still be fighting and I'll still serve him and I'll be like,
this is the way I look at it. At the end of the day, whether the man asks the woman or the woman asks the man, if you hungry, if the answer is yes, just feed each other. Like, it shouldn't be a big issue that it has to be specified. Because if it is and it becomes a bigger issue, that could have been avoided just by saying, okay, you know, I specifically in the mood for this, or I'm specifically in the mood for that. That will cut any argument down by 99.9%.
And this is why I meal prep. My menu for the week is on the refrigerator. If you don't like it, guess what? Before Sunday comes, go and erase it, write it in a different color so we know what we're eating.
But not everybody's disciplined like that. And
we changed
not everybody's like that. And even if you teach them, even if you show them a damn YouTube video to get them in check to do that, they still won't do it. You can't help the person who wants to at the end of the day. That's why we have discussions like this. So those out there who are watching don't know how to fucking take care of themselves. Here's a clue: get one. But
exactly. Exactly. You know how many times that fucking happened to me?
Really?
Yeah.
I can't tell. I'm not your wife, so I can tell you how much.
Don't even lie. No. Don't even lie.
But the reality of it is
I'm not eating that shit.
If we went to Wendy's and I didn't want hamburgers again, guess what? I'm getting a chicken salad. I don't eat chicken either, but that's not the point.
I can't fucking eat. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Okay, so have a drink and sit there while he eats.
So I'll just leave it there. It's not that I don't need to eat it right now. I'm upset right now. I'll eat it later though, but I'm not eating it now.
I think you're going to literally picky eaters when we all grew up. Because if you're a picky eater and that shit happens when someone takes you to a restaurant, again, you're just being a picky eater. You go somewhere, there's food. All right, what on that menu would you want? Don't look at the menu and go, I don't want nothing from here. Ungrateful motherfucker. What are we doing here then? Like,
here's some water with some ice.
Here's some water, a piece of bread, here's some crunch to your water. Like
China, you don't eat fish either.
Yeah, I eat seafood.
Right? Let's go to fried bologna, some cheese.
So you don't eat no type of meat, but you eat seafood.
Yes.
That's meat that swims.
Spoken like a true lesbian.
Yeah, so
hey, son, I will be glad to cook. Yo, if it's a problem that no one
meat, no nut,
I'll be glad to cook. All vegetables, let's do all vegetables. You want?
Are you talking about the nutritious thing?
Shut up. So,
whatever's in the fridge.
Hey, hold on.
Everything in the fridge is nutritious, but it's what you got. So
Sean said, now look, if he erases it off the refrigerator, then he needs to be cooking the next meal. So in my situation, no. If it's on there from Saturday, I put up the meal.
You're clearly a pants-wearing individual, China. Clearly. a less
My
than
wife,
male.
my
She
wife
wears
is the
pants
breadwinner
underneath
in
her
this
skirt.
house. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
She's the
but bringing
breadwinner.
home the bread and wearing the pants are two different things.
But
That's not the same thing.
The bread, but not everybody can wear the pants.
Preach.
Why? Excuse me.
how not?
What you
Because
mean?
just
Not
because
all
you make
pants
more
are
money
stretchy.
doesn't mean
Not all
anything.
pants are fitted, and definitely not all of them are baggy. It's
And
user error.
there's some that are invisible.
That too.
And then some people wear kilts.
I like
some
skirts.
of them
Ain't
are
nothing wrong with
yes.
skirts.
You want to get slapped? Should put the camera on.
Some people have invisible pants.
Some people
your mind,
are
it's
invisible to the
invisible.
camera, and this is their show. I'm just saying, like you get
They're
Listen.
just trying to duck getting in trouble.
We
So
all
people
as
can't
humans
connect who said
complain.
what.
I can
I'm
make
trying to be
chicken.
true to my Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, iHeartRadio people. They don't
All
see
right,
me
cool,
either.
cool. Hey, you know what, Sunshine? I think while you,
Sunshine, you're right. They're never satisfied.
We as humans aren't satisfied. It's
in
not
general, no one's
stop.
satisfied. We all
No,
want to
that's
be
true.
happy and
Right,
satisfied, but it's so
listen to
few
me.
and far on how to actually get there. If
Right.
not for the cause of money. If money was never a factor in a perfect world, then maybe we can get close to getting what we want. But we all complain because we want better.
I
And
can make
if we work
chicken
hard
every
to get
day
it
of
and
the
can't
week.
get it, then it's still
No.
going to be a problem.
I can make chicken 7 days of the week, 7 different ways,
No, you
and
can't,
it
'cause you
not
don't
be
eat- you
eating
don't
the
eat-
same
you don't
thing
eat that.
every single day.
I'm hungry now. Y'all talking about food for a hot minute.
I want some Wendy's, yo. I don't know about y'all, but something about a Baconator is just like running my mind.
What?
I'm kind of hungry too.
All
Yeah,
this
I think I
drinking
might
and
order
talking about.
something.
So wait, what do women really want? Or what?
Kilts.
Yeah, women want kills.
You want to see men in kilts, Tambi? All right, next week we ain't doing that shit.
I don't think it's you could
I made my
generalize
own
that
kill. All right, fun
question.
fact. I made my own shit.
It's called a baggy pair of boxers. All right, let's move on now.
You can't generalize that though as what women want, because what I want as a woman isn't what the same thing my wife wants as a woman, isn't what the same thing what my mother wants as a woman, isn't the same thing as what Jasmine wants as a woman.
It
Just
isn't
like
what
these,
Bob down the block wants as a woman either.
just like these two right next to me, I'm pretty sure they don't want the same thing as men.
Man, probably.
Oh,
Men are
good.
different.
I'm glad you said men,
You're
because I
in
thought she was gonna say women
school.
for
Your
a second.
father. Wait, I don't know which way to point anymore.
That's
Like
completely
this-
different. Like
No
I mean, most people would like to have kids, so it's
facts. Sean
Whatever.
won. Game over. We're done.
Sean, you are
That's it.
definitely right. all
Wait,
right?
wait.
I'm sorry, I
Who
missed
got
the
food?
Those
question.
two
You gotta
go
throw-
hand in hand. All right. I'm just
You got to
gonna
throw
put it out
food
there.
in there, and then we're golden. Respect,
Right.
Yeah, like-
food, great sex. We're good, and money.
And
We need
trust.
money to survive.
What? Oh, so money does matter then. He can
Of
have
course.
all the three, but if you ain't got money, you piece of shit.
I didn't say that, but
I didn't
you
say
don't
you
have-
did. I'm asking the question. Like, is
if
that
you
the
don't
qualifier
have
we can
money, and if
expect?
I don't have money, who's paying the bills?
The government probably.
It's still money. The government
I mean, I
is using
guess
money to
if
pay
you want
it.
to count those having money, that's not money. Getting all your
It
shit
is. It's
from the
my
government is not money.
taxes. It's money for my taxes. So we're not
Oh, I'm
working.
not talking
They're
about
paying.
tax money. I'm talking about like
Yeah,
Hey,
because when you
on
go
a
to
daily
relax,
I like what
somebody
Francis
want to go to
is getting at
Walmart.
right
Or
here.
somebody want to go
because,
to the
like,
dollar store. Or we got to go to the supermarket.
First
We
of
can never
all,
just come
that's
home
when
and
we
relax.
had one car. We have two cars now, and I go do everything by myself. So
Francisco, but what's the difference of when I get home from work
the next, I gotta
and
still make
I
dinner.
want to relax?
because we don't.
Oh, that's bullshit. You
Gotta make
just
sure
said
the kids take
you
a
just said
bath.
your wife was the breadwinner. You don't go to
can
work,
see you,
all
bro.
right?
Hold on. Backtrack. Since COVID, that is 110% correct. But
Look,
what's
man-
the difference if we leave the house at the same time? You go to work, I drop off the kids, I come home, I cook, you come home, you eat, I wash the
Because we're not as voracious for sex with the same woman as women are for those men. Once we're like, I don't want it anymore, you can't do it. Women can, but they don't do anything to get it back, and then they want it, and they're gonna go after us, and we're just gonna be like, yo, I'm tired because we don't want to fuck.
Wait,
if a woman
what?
wants to fuck, she wants to fuck. If a dude wants to fuck and he can't get it easy, he's either just gonna go beat off or cheat.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna pat you on your butt till you give it up.
You gotta give a double tap. Well, yeah.
Just a little knock.
Wake up! Wake up! It's
Is
not gonna make
anybody in
itself
there?
show up, damn it.
If I touch this side of your hip, you should know what time it is.
Right there, though. Don't go above.
Like a secret freaking door button. Like, hey, touch me here. Is everything okay? Oh, I just had to get up and I stepped on a fucking Lego. But I touched you here. Oh shit, babe, is it that time? Yeah, baby, you know what's up.
Don't make me have to wake you up with a blunt force object.
Isn't that what it always turns out to be?
I'm talking about my dick, Tyler.
The dude wants it more than the woman.
I know what you're talking about. Just you be popping
Hey, Christina, what if the woman wants it more than the dude? Then he's just sitting there looking like a poor, helpless dude getting raped. Have you ever seen Road Trip? That dude got massacred, okay? And he loved it, but still, it happened. And she took control.
I think really the question that I've been posing and that we've been kind of dancing around really isn't the same when you talk about a couple. It's more so a question for single individuals.
Yes.
Single women and single men, not
all the single
because
ladies.
that's a whole different dynamic.
Ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
Yeah, all that bullshit she was telling
Migs,
the
hey,
single
you
ladies.
learned last time, don't eat those cherries at the same
I'm
time.
the best shit there ever was. I don't do nothing. I just look good and wear expensive shit. So fuck me. That's
I was
right.
trying to knock these
That's
out the
all
way
I'm
as I drink it.
Like, not get your shit together. Make sure you're a real boss and I can get your own shit together. You know, she's like, I'm pretty as shit. You put a ring on it if I'm bad. If not, fuck you, nigga. Like, what? I want to hear that bullshit.
And that's
Beyonce,
fucked up.
you're not even that good of a singer.
Fuck her, Talon. That bitch. Whoever
We
that
clean all day, take care of chores all day, kids, and then they come home to, hey, you know what, sunshine? You know,
You
I did,
need a better
I have to
man.
do that too.
Yeah, you need a better dude.
Complain.
You need a better
To me, it was
man.
a job. It was work. It had to get
No,
done.
fuck that.
Yeah, fuck
Hold
that.
on. Hold
So-
on.
Don't
Listen,
Fuck that.
listen.
That's some shit.
Now you're talking about I have to clock out at work to come
Hold
home
on.
and clock back in.
Same
Wait.
thing here. Same
I
thing
never
Miss
get to
Volatile,
clock
I
out.
can't believe
Where's
that
my
happened.
time card?
Believe it. 'Cause I clock into work, clock out of work, come home, wash clothes, cook dinner, clean up
But
while you
even-
playing
Because
PlayStation.
you're a wife, and most of you are
PlayStation.
Christian wives, and that's your duty.
No, fuck that.
Duty.
That's true.
You better flush that duty down the
We
goddamn
should work
toilet bowl.
together.
There's a
Together.
poo in the
And when
wind.
you're working, I'm home cooking, cleaning, doing everything else while you're working.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
that's
this
what you're supposed to
conversation
do,
just
though.
went up another
Unless you're
level.
not a
I'm
Christian
gonna have
wife.
to take these shots of these
Go
moonshine
out
cherries
on
because
America.
y'all just went to another level. Yo, salute, my friends.
Huh? Oh. Hey, salud. Agua
Duty.
bendita.
That was not enjoyable, but
Why y'all get to come home?
Oh, shit.
you
relax?
I
want to do
got
that,
my
China?
first
Huh?
myself.
Huh? I'm just playing.
What?
No, I just don't ignore me. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, I didn't hear anything you just said. Sorry.
Good. Just forget about
Good.
I ate those 2 moonshine cherries. So I was like, how many women can do that shit, cherry? Huh? I just wanted to poke fun. See, there you go. There goes the
Jay?
face. There goes the face.
I think China would dispute that. Being a lesbian, she probably had a lot of cherries.
2 at a time or less or more?
God.
My mama watches this show. Don't ask no questions about no
Unlimited
cherries.
food.
As we
How
were.
many gonna tell and tell? Here and tell.
Cherries.
Cheers.
7 little, 8
Salud.
little, 9 little cherries.
As we were.
I'm just saying, though, like, for real, though, if you say that you're a Christian woman and you follow the tenets of the Bible, all that shit that's being listed is what's expected of you.
Who wrote it? A man.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's wrote it. That's your religion.
Who wrote the
That's
Bible?
literally
So
not
what?
a fact.
Who wrote the
It's part
Bible?
of
A man
without
you
religion.
follow
Who
that.
wrote it doesn't
That
matter.
way.
So that means
And
if
that's
you
pretty
don't
much the
work
thing
and
for
you're
all
home,
religions
so if
written
you're
by
home and not working and you're a man because the Bible says it, and the woman is working, she has to come home and still
Yeah, she's
do
not
everything
supposed
because
to.
the Bible
The
says
Bible,
it.
the Bible's not gonna be okay. If the Bible's not okay with a man that's not working,
That's what I just said.
Okay. I don't think we should go into the Bible. I
we
think if you're
definitely
gonna
should not.
go into a book. So if I write a book, I'm gonna write the book.
No.
how I
It's
Wait,
not just writing a book. You have to
stop.
go
No,
to
it's
the
Stop.
more
Bible.
than
Hold
just a
on.
little bit of
Let
a
me
book.
finish.
It's sort of like a major world
I
religion
said-
that
I
shapes
said
you.
not the Bible.
It's another version of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay, so like a
Not
Lord of
the
the Rings.
Bible.
Much
If I'm writing a book and there are going to be rules in said book, I am going to write the book to my favor. As if you write the book, you're going to write the rules to your favor. As if he writes the book.
But that's the same thing as Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure at a point in time in the Bible, Jesus said, "You shall not
Did he have a long beard in the staff?
All right, we're not going to talk about the Bible because, like I said, that's just a whole nother.
When you get off work and come
I
home,
wasn't talking about the Bible at all. I was literally pointing out a facet of what women say in all those profiles. That's bullshit. That's all I was trying to talk about, but we put it on religion somehow. So we go step back from that. We ain't going to touch that one.
Hey, Tammy.
So from the time I wake up, I never get to clock out, so I never clock out. So, but from the time I
overtime, China shit.
Oh, I get that overtime. I get it. But as I was saying,
Ew. You said your mother watches this show. Nasty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your cousin hosts this show. That's nasty.
La 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 la. As I was saying, so
you gotta give me a warning. You got to
the
give me the
time-
Chris Hetlander. Touch your nose next time.
From the time I wake up. Oh, wait, the beard.
La,
right?
la, 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 la.
Yeah.
I do not do that when I'm bored or mad.
From the time I wake up, I am working. Whether it's getting kids ready for school, getting breakfast ready, getting lunch ready, getting everything ready. All through the day, when I am not working, this is during COVID, I am working, doing stuff, taking care of stuff, helping with homework, helping with schoolwork, right? So you left at the same time after I got you ready because I was up before you getting coffee ready, all of this, right? You get to clock out at work. You clock out at work, you drive home. When do I clock out? No, because I still have to make dinner and the dinner's ready and this and that.
You don't have to.
Well, hold up.
But
A man doesn't get a chance to clock out either because just because we got out of work doesn't mean our day-to-day duties end. We just ended one job and now we got to go home to the next. It doesn't mean
watching TV and playing on PlayStation and Xbox is not a job.
You've got
You
Nintendo.
refer to this as a single person or as a couple?
My wife
got
doesn't do
Nintendo.
any of that. I'm just talking crap.
But see,
so.
but at the same time, there's no such thing as clocking off.
preaching.
No,
You
the
preaching,
bills don't
China.
sleep. All right,
yeah, I'm just-
the vendors are not going to stop asking you to pay these bills. Why should you feel like there's a time to clock off unless you actually have all your ducks in a row, everything's paid a month in advance on top of everything, and then you could chill until your next bill needs to be paid. That's your time to clock off, but there's no real time to clock off.
So
Shit
let's
always got to get
backtrack
done.
to before COVID. What's the
Well, let's
difference?
wait. Let's change that. There's only one time to clock out when you're in the break room.
Yes, sir.
And that's when we're done.
Nah, I get paid when I'm in the break room. So anyway,
By the way, this episode is
I
sponsored
am.
by Talking Junk Merchandise. Get your shirts now. Hit us up at talkingjunkfans@gmail.com and send us which style you would like, what size, what type of shirt. You know, we do it all.
stop poking my boobs, Holland.
We also got the new.
all night.
We got the new
I
shirt
said
that
stop
says
poking my
"Told you no
boobs.
swiping."
It was right.
I can only point upwards. I can't help where it is.
You know.
Pick up the new Soja no swiping shirt.
So what's the difference prior to COVID?
You
I get up, you get up, I drop
But
kids off.
you're naming things that you would have to do no matter what.
But why do
regardless.
I have to do them? How come you're not doing them?
You
What
walked
do you mean
into the
why?
role. Usually
Because
women
men
start
and
doing
women
it.
aren't the same.
Oh no.
We not built the same. It was never gonna be an equal process. That's why everybody gotta train and perfect crafts at being a certain equality of skill
Equality is a
level
myth.
or knowledge.
Equality is not a real thing.
But it's not exact. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not.
To put a label on equality is to say that everybody can be fat or everybody can be skinny. Like no, everybody right now is not skinny, and or
Sean,
it's a mixture of everything.
Right.
Like or
Right.
well, let's not just say men because that's well.
Wait,
I
hold
guess
on.
We have to.
But y'all don't want that. What,
Yeah, y'all don't-
What
like,
time
we
period do
literally
you
don't
want to
want
live in? The 1950s or the 2020s?
But exactly my point. So how come you're not coming home and cooking dinner? How come I'm not getting
do.
home from
When did
work
that-
and
when
my
did that-
dinner's
when did that
ready?
become a
You
thing
do
for men to
because
do?
you have no choice. You live alone. Damn it.
No, even before
But see,
that, my
that's
mom
what I
was
asked you
married.
earlier,
I was
China.
coming home
When you were
and I would
asking
make
this
food
question
if I
in the
could.
last one, did you mean it in a single person's aspect or a coupled person's aspect? Because there are two different worlds of answers and situations that you would get your answer from.
Absolutely.
So
a single
And
woman
I
will
think
probably
Yeah,
people
but
don't have a couple significant
if you
others, but
even-
keep getting
if you want-
diverted.
If you're trying to say cooking is a woman's job,
It's not how.
But it only
It's not-
pertains
they're not
to in the
trained.
house. It only pertains to in the house because professionally, men still hold the craft.
Usually Mexicans. Shout out to the Mexicans running all that shit in the background.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, like how they're saying in the comments, it should be 50-50, but at the same time,
at least out here,
there's a lot of times there's always
Where I'm
one
at,
individual over the other doing more than just 50. It's always some kind of 70-30, because if it was 50-50, we'd have something close to what we call equality in today's society. But somebody is always doing more slack than the other, and they sacrifice that to make sure all is well at home. Because
But
we all know if
Francisco-
not all is well at home, it ain't gonna be well anywhere else.
Happy wife, happy life. But Francisco,
not entirely, but not entirely.
Oh, come on, I know. But Francisco, wait.
Exactly.
So wait, stop. But Francisco, who woke you up? Because you damn sure didn't hit that alarm. We woke you up with breakfast and coffee. Stop. We packed that lunch in your bag. You got home at 6 o'clock. How did that dinner get on that table? Because
Where's my
microwave?
Talent?
You can't hold dinner over a man's head when he spent all day hustling.
I believe I shipped you those papers. Where are those papers, my friend?
Food over his head. It's
But
gotta
wait a-
be.
But I paid for half of that food.
Waking up in the morning.
Well, you
left
sleep
at
next to the
7
dude too, so why wouldn't you want to provide that food to the man that just stood out all day that you couldn't
Like,
see
why is it a
because he
job?
brought
Is
home
it
from
not
another
a
country?
job?
I was out at work too. What's the difference? You left
There
at
is no
7.
difference.
I
Don't
left
you
at
guys love each other?
7:15.
Difference.
I left at
Where's the
7:15. I
love?
worked 15
This is
minutes
all
closer to home.
responsibility.
No, I hit you with the
Come
papers.
on.
No.
Who loves who? There's
I
no
wake
love in this
myself up,
hypothetical
goddammit.
relationship.
I get myself
Everybody's
dressed.
doing jobs.
I make my own coffee,
Somebody's
and
a
then
baby daddy.
I wake her up so she can have some coffee. All right?
Hell no, men don't want to hand it to them. We work
That's why
regardless, hand it
we
to us or
invented
not.
charity.
I just saw that comment. No, men do not want shit handed to them. If we can get it, we'll get
No.
it. If it's not handed to us, we're gonna
men.
get it regardless. There are some bitch ass
Okay,
dudes out
men.
there who
See,
want
men.
shit to him.
It says some men. Some.
Swallow your pride for 2 seconds and
That's
read
not
that
pride.
again.
That's not pride. I've seen the world. I'm just saying.
Some.
Oh. Thank you, Christina.
Hot.
What? We're supposed to be having a discussion. This is a discussion. I'm not emotional.
Yeah, I
just
agree
know
with
how
you.
to give a great discussion.
Is relative.
Jasmine, stop laughing. You're instigating me. And Jason probably.
That's what she does.
Yo, Jason, you gotta sleep next to that tonight. Yo, like, you cool though, cuz. Like, fun time.
Don't make me call Nafisa.
She's right here giving the baby a bath. Call her. I'll put you on the phone with her. You ain't threatening me with shit.
No, we're not pissed off. We're just frustrated that you won't answer the question.
Don't tell me to take a breather, Christina.
I don't even remember what the question is.
Disgusting. I just had 2 moonshine cherries. Don't you tell me to calm down. I love you though.
Maybe you need to stay away from
He's ready to
moonshine
go.
cherries, motherfucker.
This is the same energy y'all bring when we are trying to tell you why we shot the fucking flies with assault shotgun, and you want to piss off for some stupid reasons. Some dumb
You
shit.
seen that TikTok?
I know y'all remember it because I sent it to you. And
Right,
we were
okay.
talking about it.
So you asked for dinner. I gave you dinner. It was raw chicken, but it's dinner. You
No,
can
that's
eat it.
Whoa.
I asked you to take.
You don't give
Hold
a
on.
man raw chicken.
That's
Wait,
not
wait,
taking care of
listen.
the problem.
Hold on. Okay, wait, Migs, you
Now you
didn't see
trying
the
to kill me.
TikTok. Okay, wait. Okay, so burnt chicken. You didn't see the TikTok. Stop. So if I ask you, right? I asked you to get rid of the fly problem in the house because we have a crap load of flies in the house. Not a dirty hole. It's not like I'm neglecting cleaning it. You're not neglecting it. I asked you to get rid of the flies, right?
Okay.
You go to the store, buy a salt gun. You 4 canisters of salt to get rid of said flies in a salt gun.
Now you go in and you
Please
vacuum up
Listen to her
stop.
tone.
because I got
There
rid
is
of
now
the flies.
salt all over the house.
Vacuum it up.
okay.
I got rid
I
of
got
the
a better
flies.
solution. Keep all the windows open.
There's salt
No,
all
he's not
over
wrong.
the. Wait
So,
a minute.
The
There's
So
concept
then
salt.
you clean it up because I did what you asked me to do. God damn it!
Okay, so I gave you food. You scraped the burnt off of it and eat it. I gave you food.
I say I have no burnt chicken.
If
I
I'm
will
really
eat the burnt chicken.
Okay,
let's go. I'm eating that shit.
You didn't specify you didn't want it.
I will shoot the flies with salt, clean up the salt, and eat the burnt chicken. What's the
I
problem
will
here?
eat the burnt chicken. Yes, I will eat the burnt chicken. My
If I
goddamn
had
self.
that little robot thing to suck up the salt, I would have shot with him too. I would have been like, "Where's my gun?"
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. See, that makes sense because it's fun. If you want to do some fun shit that y'all don't get, it's always like, that's dumb. Why? Because you don't want to do it?
No, it's not about that. It's about, okay, you got rid of 5 flies, but you made a
No.
damn mess.
I don't think you're understanding the kind of problem he was talking about. Because in the high desert, they have the same problem. When you have a fly problem, you're talking about hundreds of flies all over your fucking house. And you can't stop it because they like heat, and that makes them fuck. So they just keep fucking and reproducing more and more and more and more to where you have so many flies you can't even imagine. So he's like, instead of me just putting some sticky tape up, putting some spray, trying to swat him with the thing, I'm going to have some fun with it. I'm going to use a multiple spread shotgun of salt, which allows you to hit more than one fly in one shot, so it's more efficient, and it's more fun than just going around swatting at shit. He did it, took care of the problem, and they had a robot that could clean up the mess, and she got pissed off.
That's the best part, right there. That one, right there.
Like, you can't have a problem.
Had a robot.
That's
it makes no sense to have a problem with that.
That's a solution right there.
If there was no robot, then I understand.
If there was no robot, then he's compelled to clean
All right,
it up.
there's
But
chicken
there's
there.
no
I
reason for
took
her
it
to
out.
be
Cook
clean
it.
off rip. Because of his method of choice, like you chose
Because of
me
the
to
mess?
take care of a task. So if I take care of a task, who gives a
mess
fuck how I took care of
Oh,
it?
wait.
The task is taken care of.
So you worried about burnt
If you
chicken
wanna
while
do
we're
it
trying to
the way-
kill these fucking flies, right?
He said my fish.
Or is it that the chicken got burnt because we're worried about killing flies?
No. It's the concept that he's saying that he got rid of flies his way, and I'm complaining
Burning
because of how
chicken is
he
not a
got rid of
method
it.
of completing dinner. That's a failure to complete the task. Shooting the flies is not a failure to complete the task. Burning the chicken is.
Who the
It's
fuck
not.
said?
It's cooked.
Who the fuck said what kind of meth?
What kind of what?
What kind of what?
Which one of you motherfuckers said which kind of meth?
It's the
Meth.
drink.
Kind of map? What?
Stop,
What are you
stop
talking?
drinking. Stop drinking.
Stop drinking. You already missed like 12 drinks.
That shit you drinking is lit,
Not
bro.
one
You
of us heard that but
You're
you.
having 2 different conversations.
Yo, I bet you he has like green piss. It's not even yellow anymore. The shit you be mixing. That's some blue
You got
cacao in that
monster in
bitch.
your veins, bro.
You're
Listen,
an alcoholic for
you
real.
want it, we got it. We got the gin, we got the whiskey, we got the cognac,
So yo,
we
what's
got
up,
the
man?
vodka, we got the rum. What you
How can I get an instant shot? Yo, my
I want love and affection. Wait, I can't even say this.
Why didn't you say that sooner? Why did it take an hour and 22 minutes and 45 seconds?
Love and affection. I love that song.
Yeah, I agree, Christina. They're getting a little lit back there when that. What were they doing? Just doing shots when the camera was on?
No, I
We
don't
missed
take
the
shots.
debate while y'all get
Yo, they were taking
That's
edibles.
exactly
They were
why.
doing some other shit.
No. Listen, that's why I'm always here and I mix a drink for y'all because I don't take shots. I'm not a shot person. I don't do well with shots.
So I
Like,
have
I
a
got-
question. Can y'all do me a favor?
It depends.
Maybe.
Do you have
What's the question?
paper? Can y'all all get a
Are you-
piece of paper and a pen?
Are you talking about money? Or are you talking about sheet paper? Or are you talking about like tissue? Because I got
A
tissue
piece
right
of
here.
paper that you can write on. Done. Stay on camera, or Mix had to go get it. Jay, you got paper and a pen?
I am not
No.
getting out from behind this bar. These chairs are.
What you need pen and paper for, China?
I want all of y'all to write down what y'all want, and I want you to hold it up to the screen. Stop.
I already
And I
got
want to
that. I already
speak
got my
because
answer.
no, I don't
Yeah,
want
like, we
you to
have an
say
answer
it.
for that.
You can
No.
tell.
You
Not
want us to
because as
waste
soon as you
paper
say it,
and
he can say, "Yeah, I want that too. Yeah, I want that."
Right?
Too. Your comment was that men know what they want, so I want to see everyone
Well,
say. and
no. I see what you're trying to do.
Talon is so
I can have a
ready.
different
He
word
is
for
so
that.
ready.
But
I'm gonna
You're
ask
ready
you
on
guys
your
my
second
audience report
sentence.
right
I believe you.
you're you're overanalyzing this to make it something like.
Just remember, what I want may be different from what he wants.
But that's not what Talon said. Talon said all men want the same thing. All men know what they want.
I didn't say.
Come
I said
on,
generally.
If we
men
made a
all
if
want
we
the
made a
same
list
thing.
of things men wanted, most of them would overlap.
Yeah,
Like
there'd be a
if I
lot
had
of
a top 10
overlap.
list,
That's what I was trying
most
to
of them
say.
would overlap.
Even if I did say what you stated, that's what I meant. What Dre just said.
Like he might have
And
a
it
different
depends on
word
the
than I have,
category, 'cause-
but I doubt we have any disagreements in what we want.
It depends
might
on the
disagree
topic
on
too.
methods.
'Cause, like, if you ask me what I want right now, I'm definitely gonna say a burger because we've been talking about food.
Right?
Word. I want some
Often,
guac.
we probably want food, or we
Guac?
want to fuck, or we want to have fun,
Christina, you're different.
China
or
word?
maybe
I
fight
thought you-
as well. But not all of us are inclined to fight, but like
It
competition.
sounds good.
Like
Is
that's
that it? Is that it sounds good? The burger.
You know, we all want the
Yeah,
same
well, I
thing.
mean, you know,
I can have a vegan burger with some guac on it right about now.
you
Okay,
can't have
so-
a vegan burger
Impossible
because
Whopper. It was
Fuck your
pretty good.
black bean burger. There's nothing better than a fucking good old.
that's called a
grade
plant
American
patty.
burger.
Don't forget
A
the
what?
bacon.
A plant patty.
Yeah, it
I'll
was
have a
patty.
plant-based patty.
Yeah, I
I'll
had
have
the
bread
Impossible
with
Whopper.
guac on it.
Yo, I can
I'm
tell the
easy.
difference.
I'm easy.
I'm Puerto Rican, all right. I've eaten chicken, pork, steak, fish, you
So
name
have
it.
I.
Chicharrón.
You can tell the fucking difference. It's very subtle, but you
Hold on.
taste it. They
I didn't
throw
say
all those
you couldn't
onions
tell
and
the
pickles and lettuce. They treat it like a real Whopper, so
Believe-
that way to throw you off.
Believe Miguel that you could taste the difference. He ate a human being before.
Shut up, you.
Hi, Mom.
Man, I saw you.
Wait, you want other women, Christina, or do you want something other than other women?
I think
Wait,
she was
what?
saying that she agrees with you because she wants something different.
Yeah.
she
Right.
does-
Everyone might
And
want
thank you
something
for
different.
saying that, because not a lot of people will
Like
say
someone
But
just
that's
wanted bacon on a burger.
But that's kind of the point that I was trying to point out. There's way
here's
more
a
overlap with what men
opinion.
want than what women
Bacon
want.
takes away from
And
the
because of that, women can't work cohesively as a group.
that. They can, they just choose not to, like some men
Yeah,
do.
that's what
But-
I don't get. You guys outnumber us. You have the numbers and the ability, but you just be like, nah, fuck that bitch. She's
True
like, no, fuck.
story. You guys can do it. You just got to push for it more. Y'all have to want it more equally, or if not more than what men would currently want in your situation. Push for that
I
shit.
mean, like, we really don't give a fuck about oppressing women, most of us. Like,
It's
that's
different
not
when it
on our
doesn't
desire.
have
That's
to
not on our
be
list.
worked for men. It just gets handed to you.
It's still work.
But
Even
it's
when
not.
Everything is work.
What gets handed to men?
Yeah, what gets handed to us? What exactly is handed to us?
Societal standards.
If you're talking about money or something that was left for them, maybe your parents were a little bit
Men-
smart about their investments and inheritance towards their kin, but handed, no one's ever handed power. It's vouched for them to get that power or position, but not specifically handed. Because if it was, then it'd be fucked up. Trump. No, I don't want to get into that. No one is ever handed shit, and if it is, there's a problem
We
because
definitely do, Christina.
consequences behind it.
Men might get along more with other men
Dudes
than
will fuck
women.
with
as
dudes
far
they
as
have never
friends.
met.
That is
Hardcore
actually
as
true.
hell,
Thank you for bringing that
because
up.
they love Pokemon and they're at a festival and be like, bro, you fuck with Gengar, I fuck with Gengar, and now they're best
Yo,
friends.
that's
the
hot.
thing.
For real.
Yes. Yo, I met someone in freaking Arizona.
I
just
love Gengar.
Blue-eyes white dragon.
That's
I like
big.
Jigglypuff.
I'm trying to catch a Ghastly now in the new fucking sword game.
I need a Charizard in my life, man. Just burn all my
See?
problems away.
See, we can all
Yeah,
agree.
Charizard's a bitch. Get a Dragonite. Charizard's a bitch.
You know
Short ass.
Charizard's part dragon too, right? He'll burn your Dragonite's punk ass.
Nah, my Dragonite's supposed to be able to fly. Yours can
Dragon
always
Rage.
fly.
That's all I gotta say.
See what happened right here? See how we're talking about nothing, but it's entertaining?
Yeah. We're still friends at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
I'm
but
waiting to
he'll
see
get
the words
beat
y'all
by
chose.
fucking Dragonite and Gyarados.
You know what? Stop it, all right? This is not the point of the discussion. What do women want, man?
Dre,
Answer that
what you trying to
question.
say, Dre?
I said I want to see the words y'all chose.
Oh, I didn't write nothing down.
I
Right now,
ain't
like I said, because it depends on what exactly the topic we're talking about. Because if I
Okay.
want something, I want an episode that is a very vague thing.
For people, it's still vague.
Okay, I want a
be
nail
financially
file right now.
stable.
My nail is too sharp.
I want to be financially
All right, go get
stable.
one.
Go
I
get
want to
one.
finish my
I
degree.
want
But
some
you go-
motherfucking
You're gonna go
French
on Amazon
toast.
right now.
Go make some. We'll go buy it.
You're not gonna go right now
that's
and
about
buy one. You're gonna go on Amazon. You're gonna research which one's the best one. You know why?
No, the
You
hell
know
I'm
which one the
not.
fuck you want.
What?
I thought it was more of a what women want in the relationships concept.
So now so now we're talking about relationships?
That's
Or are we
what I thought it
talking
was
about
the entire time.
But
are we talking about what women want for dinner? Are we talking about what we
Sean,
want?
even that is
I was
kind
trying to
of
come from a single angle, but we got stuck on couple shit, which kind of flipped it.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, even what you said is still vague. When you want to ask what men want and what we want in what in a relationship,
But that's what
when
you
it comes to being fed, when it comes
Why?
to security,
Big.
when it comes to
Why
looking
do
for
I have
financial freedom.
No,
All
see,
of those are
this
part
is
of a
where
relationship.
you men are entitled. So you want me to
What?
break it down and specify
Break it down.
what we're asking that you want. But when it's asked for me, what do you want? Just in general, what do you want? Just say what you want. What do you want? But you want me to break it down for you. What do I want?
Break it down.
Oh my god.
What I really want is the understanding to be understood.
Cool. I
Oh,
just
my
got
bad.
tired of
Thought I
doing what
muted
you
that
want me
shit.
to do. That's right, boy.
This is what happens when you drink.
I thought I muted that
We'll feel
shit.
like a call center
Break
guy
it
right
down.
My bad.
Hey, China, to kind of understand your question,
Right. That's my point, Donna.
Because you're the topic today, Donna.
I guess
That's
not.
why. That's the only reason, because I'm trying to keep it focused on women. But
Here's
as
the-
you can see, this is the break room. I knew we were going to say focus. Like,
Right?
that's why I didn't say just people, because you don't get anywhere. You got to be controversial. You got to throw a punch in order to start a conversation, which I think we're kind of doing, even though we're a little all over the place and more
Do me a
so on
favor.
couple.
Do me
Trying
a
to talk
favor,
more so
sir.
on single.
And Donna, to answer your question, everybody is specifying something because as soon as
Wait,
something
go
vague,
back.
as soon as a
It's
vague
not
term
fair.
comes out, someone's going to specify in what
Fair.
direction did you mean that, or where this discussion like we've been going in. So it's hard to say how come y'all can specify, but men don't. Men specify the fuck out of everything. Everything's already in detail, but we know how to break it down and simplify it to be understood. And if others can't do the same, we gotta communicate to figure that out and pick that apart.
Oh, yeah. Talon.
Bring it down to relationships. What do y'all
Go
want?
to the far side of your camera and then look to the opposite side.
I'm sorry, say that again. What did you say?
All right, let's see.
Go
That
this
would
way.
be your
That way.
right. So move your head to the right, the far right, and then look to your right. A little more. Right there. Stay right there. Man, no, look up a little bit.
I'm not going to look at myself.
Yeah, that's what I want right there.
He wants you to kiss yourself.
I don't know what it is, man, but you
I
got
just want
you
that picture
twisting
so
on
I
that
can
head.
advertise with that picture.
Hey, Christina, can I be real? If we're bringing out to relationships, what do men want? Honestly, whatever could take us into the future, good pussy and good credit scores. All right, that's all we really need. Because you know why? We're always happy, and we can get everything else that'll make us happy. Good pussy and good credit scores.
Food is common sense thing. Of course, you're gonna want food. Like the food should be part of the discussion. Like you need the food. You need food to eat every single day.
Good pussy and good credit scores.
Yo, food can be good or bad. If you're hungry, you're gonna feed yourself. All right, it may not be enjoyable, but you'll be fed and you'll live. I think that's what any sensible survivor would do.
Well, we have to start somewhere, Tambi. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just I got to start in general. I don't know shit. That's kind of the whole point. I don't know, so I'm asking you. So if you know, you can help me out. But we're just finding out that apparently a lot of us don't know fucking shit. There's no general answer here. Because men, like we were saying, have an overlap. And like what Migs was saying is a lot of men up front, especially if they're younger, guess what? I don't give a shit how amazing you are, what you've done, whatever the fuck. They want to pipe that pussy. That's what they want to do first off. After that,
willing pussy.
If
We're
they
not
think
just going to
you're
take
cool,
it. You have to be
they
willing.
might stay around. Because that's what young men do.
Because you got good credit and he wants that PS5.
Yep.
It's on some boy.
Okay, Karen.
If you're dealing with a young man, it's going to be more boyish on how they're going to act and what they want. If you're talking about what a man wants, and if by a man word,
what the heck is all that noise?
A successful man that has a job, a career, his own place, he doesn't need anybody to help him out.
The man
that
needs a
type of a
woman
man
because-
is not overly valuing vagina. because that type of man is overly valued by vagina. So they have options. So they don't.
All
give a
right,
shit.
Rashawn.
Thank you, Sean. That's exactly it. If you have what you need to take you to the future, what you have moving forward will make you happy. If you don't have the two most important things that can make you happy, everything is work. Everything.
Like, it's not. I don't give a shit about your credit score like that. I care if I can have a conversation.
Even with good credit
with
score,
you,
people
like,
gotta work for everything.
We can work on your credit score together.
See,
We
now
can work on your credit
help each other work on credit scores. That helps. That helps a good relationship.
I mean, that helps as being a good person. Like, that has nothing to do with being in a relationship. That just means that you're a shitty individual that makes poor decisions with your own life. That doesn't bode how you interact with other people. That just means that you don't have a handle on your own shit, which can be a red flag.
But if I said I'm helping you work on, no,
credit score. I'm
that just means that I had crappy decisions at a younger age. It
But not
doesn't
everybody would help like you
who I
would.
am now.
But not everybody will help like you would. That's pretty hard to do. And to be committed to help somebody.
To tell somebody about freecreditreport.com? That's not hard. I mean, I'm gonna fix her credit.
No.
Like,
if someone's asking you,
or credit karma,
or
Experian.
I mean, like, I care about what are you trying to do in life? What are you doing? Like, when you're not trying to get dick, because women are trying to get dick, they try to like act like they're not. But a lot of times, you want some dick
Or dildo, dick or dildo.
Whatever.
Dick or lick. They're trying to get dick or lick. That's what they're trying to get. Dick or lick.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're not trying to get dick here because that's the whole premise of the conversation.
Say dick or lick. Dick or lick.
But women aren't men, so that doesn't work. If they're licking, it doesn't fucking matter because women are not men. You can't compare that. That's stupid.
Sometimes they stick the lick.
I told you once, and I'll tell you again. I don't need to be a man. Sorry, Mom, but let's just be real. The one up I have on you is that mine never goes down.
It doesn't go up either. It just stays.
It stays up, honey. Don't get it twisted.
It exists, and it is
just as soft, just as hard. They're all the same.
If you had it, you'd understand how
It
ridiculous
all stays
it is.
that way. Just because some of us know how to flip it up in our pants, don't mean shit. It's always
Christina, some men are women now.
Exactly, Christina. That's what I'm trying to ask, but you keep saying
those are still men.
Some men are women.
I just said that.
Some
Look at
men are
Bruce Jenner. From Wheaties to
No.
whatever he is now.
We're not even talking like that.
We are not gonna go down that.
Don't assume.
We're not even talking like that.
What are your pronouns,
I'm just saying,
bro?
some of you motherfuckers is
That's a
bitches.
different ass topic.
That is
for a
true.
Different ass focus. That's way too out of
Some of
the
y'all fucking females, and y'all complain way more than women on their period. So some of y'all motherfuckers is bitches.
That includes the motherfuckers still living at home with mom, but want to complain about not having what they want.
Yes,
you know,
no,
out of here.
out, bro. There's people flossing right now that still live with mommy and only have their kids part-time, talking about I'm a good dad, I get my kids everything they need, everything they want. Yeah, nigga, because you don't pay bills. What the fuck? You still living in mommy's house. Talking about I'm the man, I do everything I can for my daughter. Weekend, I do everything with my son. Weekend.
Right.
Or
your grandmother just bought that
this
for
is my week to have my kids. So, we're going to grandma's house and sleep in my one room together. Yeah.
Yeah, sleep over in my
You have
baseball bed.
sleepovers with your kids, you're not a fucking father. You live in your mommy's house. Get the fuck out of here.
If you ask your mom first.
Right? Mom, can I have my kids over today? Can we stay up late?
Mm-mm.
The fuck? So again, yes. Some of you motherfuckers is bitches.
That was a rant.
I'm sorry. I just gotta say it.
Thank you for joining us, Dre. You
Yeah,
have a
hey,
wonderful, fantastical evening.
You too.
You go
Yeah.
handle your BI because you know what you want and you're in school for what you want, and go handle that.
Yeah, I'll get up with y'all.
All right, bro.
Have a
Have
good
a good
night.
night, man.
Well, I guess with that being said, with everybody in the break room dropping like flies to a salt gun.
What?
I got a Roomba under my desk. Don't worry, we're good.
The internet has a Roomba, and so do we. So we'll extend to you guys the courtesy that we extended last night, and we'll say we're finally gonna come up from underneath.
And what's wrong? Wait, hold on. What's wrong if we got angry tonight? Shit, women get pissed off all the time, and then we get mad. It's like y'all are angry and salty. Well, yeah, we don't understand what's going on.
Stop playing with that salt gun, and you won't be so salty.
Listen.
I'm gonna do what I want because I'm a man.
If you play with enough salt, your next gift is gonna be a spice rack because you'll go perfect next to pepper.
Bye, Talon. You have been removed.
This is a man's world.
Oh yeah, James Brown said it, and he said it right. It's a man's world.
That's not fair. I
but
can't turn your camera back on.
Out a woman, so don't act like I'm discrediting women out there. We need y'all, but I'm just trying to say what the fuck going on y'all end, because I'm not saying we don't got shit going on. I know I can talk to other dudes. I can't talk to other women like women can talk to women. So I gotta ask y'all. I have an idea, but not.
But no, listen. If it was a zombie apocalypse, you would.
That's different though.
You
get
trying to
get
reach
your Negan back
around
and get to surviving. That's a whole nother ball game now.
Why can't you talk to women? Why can't you?
Because I'm not a woman. I can't talk to a woman like a woman.
Oh, then don't be a
But
woman.
I can't talk to a man like a man.
Talk to a woman like a
I
man.
said I can. I said I can talk to men like a man, so I can understand our issues and figure out what's going on our end. I can't figure out what the fuck women are doing because I'm not a woman. I don't talk to women like that. When I do talk to women, you don't talk to me like I'm a woman. Talk to me.
What you need to do is you need to broaden your horizons and stop messing with these shallow women who can't
That's
answer
right, ladies. We
questions.
need each
How
other.
did
That's
you get down
right.
to who I'm messing with when I literally am reaching out to you guys and asking this question, and suddenly it's about who I'm trying to date. I'm not trying to date.
No.
I'm
I'm not talking about who you. No. I just meant shallow females in general. I didn't mean in a
I'm fucking
relationship.
shallow shit. Does it sound like I fuck with a shallow bitch? I'll call her a bitch.
It sounds like you are a shallow.
I'm just saying.
Somebody got their panties
Talon, I
in a
love
bush.
you when you're fired up, brother.
Hey, I'm just bringing that energy. That's all it is. Look, you can
I love how your energy went high, but your face stood the same.
This is aggressiveness. This is just energy. This is putting out there and saying like, hey, because I got that kind of.
The same way you would go to your bro and be like, "Hey, yo, bro, what you think of that chick over there?" Like specific.
I don't
First of all, we don't fucking talk like that.
Men don't talk like that.
We don't fucking talk like that.
Men don't talk like that.
Bro.
Young men talk like that.
You see that
Can't bring
fucking
hypothetical.
There can be people
seen
who
that shit?
sugar, man.
I know you've seen that.
35, 40 years old. Fucking.
Ew.
Yeah, because their gowns are open in the back.
Donna, I'm not clearly pissed off. Again, I have energy and I'm asking questions. I don't know how you get me. How am I pissed off? Because I got energy? Because I got energy and I'm putting out more aggressive.
See,
Wolf, that's that one-sided shit though. That's that one-sided shit though, and I'm being neutral. For someone to tell you to piss off.
No. You know why, Talon? It's because you sound like a man. That's why.
Could be.
Affirm you
I'm being
sound
domineering. I'm
right?
acting like I got a big dick in your face. I'm just saying, acknowledge me. So that might
You spoken like a man.
That is my mother, sir.
That's my titi, you bastard.
That is my mother.
Whoa. He's removed.
One of my cousins might like that, but not my mother.
Hey. One of your cousins?
I'm not going to say which one.
No, because you like talking like you're pissed off.
No,
yes,
but
we
for
all
real,
need love. Hey.
In all seriousness, for real. If you have a serious question like that you can specify, ask it. Don't ask a general question the same way you would talk to your boys and ask a specific, wait a minute, and ask a specific question. Ask a female that question. Ask a grown.
I literally done that. And I'm doing this in a form like this because of the thing I said before. Y'all put posts dragging the fuck out of men all the time, and that's fucking bullshit. I'm not a part of that group. I do check my boys. Stop talking shit about all of us when that's not accurate. I don't understand why I can't come over here, not know anything, ask these questions, and I'm doing it wrong. But if I say that y'all are dragging men and that's bullshit, I'm wrong? No, there's a disconnect in logic going on. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, that's why I'm aggressive, because I have to be. I have to reiterate the energy behind it.
I'm sorry, Jasmine, but you're in the screen with that other man clapping.
See, look at that. Look at that. Just censor
did you
right out.
Cancel me like last week?
I canceled all of y'all.
Oh,
someone
doesn't like the truth.
We trust this woman with this power, and she used it like a man. What does that tell you?
That's not an excuse, Donna. We don't just do it to anybody else. Whoever does wrong to us gets.
We just keep it really on the low.
Not that we just do
There's
it.
men doing other men wrong all day long.
More than doing women wrong.
But seriously,
you.
She doesn't even realize what she just did. That was perfect, Benny. No, but seriously, I think the problem is just in general with people. Forget men, forget women, just with people in general. People in general don't know how to talk to each other. They don't know how to be open and communicate. And that's even as adults. Forget younger ones, because we're all grown here.
Cause right now.
Yeah, you don't even know what you want before.
Speak for yourself, China.
To communicate? No.
Speak for yourself. I had a couple of these of me. I don't know how old I am.
Facts. Because you are a man and can't control yourself.
No,
and don't want
you younger than me right now.
I didn't drink any brown liquor today.
What?
It's the brown liquor that makes me crazy. It makes everyone crazy.
I really think that seriously, as a whole, as humans, we need to learn to communicate better, just in general. Like, you can't ask your boys, hey, yo, bro, what do you think about Dogecoin? And then
this song makes my ass look, bro.
And then ask China, what do you want? Well, what do I want with what? Like, you're very specific to what you're talking to your boys about, but you want to know what women want as a broader spectrum.
But because that's how you're presenting it to us. Like I said, if you're going to drag men on both sides of the fence, you need to explain yourselves. What the fuck do you want from men if you're going to drag us when we don't do what you want and when we do what you want? And then when we decide not to do either of those things, we're still in the wrong. So what do women want from men? How about that for a modifier? What do y'all want from men? Do you know?
No, I don't know, because I don't want anything. But I know I can't answer. Right, come on, I know I can't answer that question. Francisco, what about women and men in parenting? I think a child needs parents, a loving and caring parent, whether it's one or two.
Village is very true.
Right, whether it's one or two, and whether they're male, female, whatever it is, they need two parents or a loving parent. They need a village. They need a support system. They need people behind them.
Family, whatever.
I can't put a gender on that to say a father more than a mother. I have two moms. I have three moms, technically. My children have two moms. So I've never had a father in my life, and I think I came out just fine. I would say I came out better than some that had a mother and a father.
But
I could definitely tell you.
My dad wasn't around like that until I got older, so my mom still held it down. So, you know,
that's what I'm saying. So, but at the same time, there's fathers out there holding it down. There's two fathers holding it down for a child. You understand what I mean? So I don't think that's a general thing. I just think that, you know, that's a parent thing. Like, a parent needs to hold it down, whether it's one or two, male, female. A village, like I said,
there is parent at that too, because there are some really selfish ass people out there that they'll be like, "Oh well, I'm upset, and you're putting all this on me. I'm just gonna walk out." That's a pussy ass motherfucker to be doing that shit, to just walk out on a family, nonetheless the kid that's already in the picture. But still, it's like, a sensible person needs to come to that as well. Like, not all parents are going to be the same. Not all parents are going to think logically. But when the understanding comes that the kid always comes first, that's what will make all of that fall into place. If that mindset is not there, then you can still be a shitty parent, but still be there. You know what I mean?
I think like even in broken homes that aren't like the relationship with the mother and father, let's just say, because that's where we are right now. Even in broken homes where the mother and father don't work out and they both do their part equally, you don't need either one. You know what I mean? You need both, not just one. You need both. But again,
please,
I have two moms, but again, I guess technically I have three, but in essence, I was raised by my mother only because I was my mother's child. You know what I mean? And my mother held it down.
When it comes to direct parenting, I don't think it matters if you have a mother or a father or a mother or a mother, but I think
Christina,
it matters if you have two mothers and you have a son. Somewhere that son needs to have a male influence in his life.
My son has not one male influence. Understand
he's
what?
going to at some point, and if he doesn't understand how men are, if he has no interaction with them and doesn't have any context, that's going to be a societal crutch for him because he's not going to know how to interact with men among other men.
But I don't care how he acts. I think he'll know how to treat a woman even better.
Like a coach or something like that. Like if you're on a team, you have a coach and you have a mentor that you look up to. Because if
his baseball coach is a woman.
Two men cannot tell a woman how to be a woman. How are two gay men going to explain a period beyond what a textbook can? They can't. You would need somebody who has been through that, who understands it, who is a woman, to explain that experience.
Okay, so you're telling me Joe Schmo over here, who has no mom.
Jason Lee, not Joe.
No, Joe Schmo. We're not going to say Jason Lee.
No, that's who I am, though. I'm not Joe Schmo.
But we're not talking about you. Joe Schmo over here, who's not here, who doesn't have anybody. His mom is gone, and his dad is a drug dealer and never around.
He doesn't have friends, and he shouldn't have kids.
Who's raising him? What do you mean? All right, we're not going into that. It was just a general question. Christina, there's moms who don't want to be in kids' lives either. There's moms who drop their kids off at grandparents' house. There's
both parents who don't want to have kids and people. You know what I mean? Like, and look, Tambi said it takes a man to raise a boy, just like how a woman to raise a girl.
I have a child in boot camp right now. I think my wife and I did a wonderful job raising our
male direction right now, an erroneous amount. So it just kind of proves my point. He's in boot camp and he's getting male-led direction.
So he can understand how to be a man.
Actually, let me just tell you this. Stop. My son wrote a letter the other day and said, just so you know, the women DI are worse and harder than the male ones.
Stop.
That doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with what we're saying. We're talking about influences. So that's great that they're really good at doing that. I'm saying a male needs a male in their life to show them how to interact as a male, whether or not they choose to act that way. They
interact as a male as what, though?
So again, what you're saying right now means that men can tell women about their periods. That's what you're saying.
Collaborate and listen.
So you're saying a male GYN can't tell his daughter about a period? He went to school for that crap. He knows all about it.
He doesn't know all about it. He doesn't know all about it.
No idea what it's like to have your
He trained enough to do his job where he doesn't get fired or school.
To have blood clots that look like flesh to fall out of your vagina. No man knows what it's like to deal with that.
Talent, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting, Talent.
I have to make my point here. Because
I don't think you're making a valid point. I don't think a son needs a father, just like I don't think a daughter needs a mother.
I didn't say a father or a mother. I said an influence.
I mean, there's plenty of people that grew up without a father,
a gym
or
teacher,
mother,
a priest,
or just grew up with just a mother.
What?
Jason,
be quiet.
Yo, you trolling as hell, bro.
I don't think they're saying that they need a father in their life.
think
they're saying that they just need someone like a friend or like a coach, or they do have someone in their life that is a male person to look
I think children,
because even not being a lesbian, even if being just a single mother without the father left the child and he doesn't have a figure, he's gonna look up to his uncle. He's gonna look up to a male person.
It happens all the time.
Either way, you know what I mean? Not that it has to be just being a lesbian. It's just
but I think children look up good adult role models, whether it's a male or female. I think you're genderizing it again. I don't think
there's plenty of examples of this happening though, because this happens literally like in the ghetto and stuff.
China, I can literally
have a wonderful single mother who's holding that shit down, but she can't actually be there. Who's actually there? The dude's out on the block. The dude's over there like, hey, yo, come here, little young bud. Like, come through. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something.
But that's a good role model?
So much. So he's going to go to that male role model. He's not going to go to his mom to be a male role model. That doesn't make sense. You're going to go to her as a role model, maybe as your top, but you're not going to go to your mom to tell you how to be a man. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay, so you're telling me that a bum anus father, a child can go and learn to be a man from.
Excuse me, miss. I don't know what. Hold on.
Shut up, Jason. Don't start
that shit.
I just did it.
What a bum anus is, all right?
Fill in the blank and repeat it the right way.
I thought you was talking about what the subway smelled like in New York, all right? I don't know what the fuck you were saying.
Hey, China. Just to prove one small point clear, even if a bum ass dude who didn't do shit for his kid still shows back up to that kid's life, he could still be a role model to that kid because he's showing that kid when you come back, take care of your shit. It's all about the life lessons learned in the actions of the person trying to do better and right. All right. It's never too late to do better, but you still need a role model, someone to look up to. And it's crazy too, because you know why? I'm a product of that. My dad left me when I was 2 years old. I didn't meet that motherfucker till I was like 15, 20 later in my years, where I was already grown and becoming a man. And guess what? I have to look towards whether it's my older brother, my uncle, or somebody who can help me see the lines that a man have to walk when being a man, how to treat a woman, how to treat others, how to approach things, how to handle things. I can't look to a woman to do that because my mom did not teach me how to be a man. What do you mean? Why? Because she doesn't have. She's not a man.
Okay, stop.
She was with a man. Doesn't mean she knows how to be a man.
What classifies that as a man? Me teaching my child to be the right way, to be a kind, caring, loving human being, to open doors for people.
That's universal.
No, that's universal things that come with being a man.
Those are
like
stereotypes.
what? Like
those
what?
are stereotypes. Yeah.
Okay, so
bravado.
The best thing that I can equate
Bravado.
is what I was doing
I have more
before.
bravado than half men I know. Anyway,
There are experiences that women go through in society and physically that men do not. Correct?
Okay.
Okay. Men also go through that same type of shit. And women don't experience it that way. Not all men are misogynist rulers of the world. Most of us are average. So we have a general experience that we need to share with other males because a woman does not understand that experience. Just like we can't say that for a woman. I can only describe what a woman might experience in life based off of how I know men are in myself. I can't tell her based off of the experience of being a woman. So my point is really just seasoning on top of the entree that a female influence in her life would actually be. And it's the same on the flip side. It's all about that influence. If it's not there, then there's likely a benefit that can be gained from that. I'm not saying it's necessary, but I'm saying that if it was there, it would be helpful.
Okay, see, so now you're changing your words because you did say that they need and they have to have. So now that I get. I get that it would be helpful. I get that it would be helpful.
About, like, people don't have people, so I guess need is a bit harsh, even though I do personally think you should have that kind of a net around you if you have children.
What if
you're an asshole if you're the only person around with that child? We're not going
they don't need it, but they're gonna reach for it if they don't have it. If they don't have like an uncle or cousin or something like that, they're gonna reach for
it. Becomes an internal desire because the missing void in their life is what's gonna make them better. That's like, here's a perfect example. I didn't have my brother in my life, and Jason knows who I'm talking about. That motherfucker rather go hang out with other people. But what did I have to do? Find a kinship with my boys or my other people that were that became my brothers, like my cousins. If my brother wasn't there, who else is gonna fill that void? If he can't, someone else is gonna have to.
Exactly.
But if you figure out what brotherhood is, if you
didn't have a brother, you wouldn't be looking for it. Because
if you don't have a brother,
that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
If
you don't have a brother, you're gonna go try to find.
We had our dad there. Our dad lived there with us 17 years of my life. Motherfucker laid in bed the whole time, never did shit. Right? didn't teach us how to be a man. We had to learn how to be a man on our own. Where? In the streets.
In the streets.
Where? At movies, TV, anybody that we can try to gain wisdom from. The guy in the fucking thrift store. Shout out to Victor, who I was fucking 8, 9 years old, working in a store, trying to learn how to become a man because I didn't have a solid role model. When I got older, who was I with? My cousins, trying to roam the streets and do whatever the fuck, drinking and smoking weed on fucking roofs because this is the fucking shit that we see is cool on TV. The guy on the corner's doing it. He got the new fucking J's. He's rocking the new phone. We want to do that too. And what's he doing? He's smoking and drinking on the roof too. So that's our role model, not somebody that we have in the house or somebody lack thereof that's not there. But we are, whether we see it or not, subconsciously reaching out for a male role model. So whether you're finding it from mainstream society or somebody around your vicinity, in your neighborhood, in the village that's raising you, somewhere you need to find that medium because women.
Or you may need to find China. Right, on your shit. Okay?
Again, you as a parent, China, is the reason why your children are reaching out in a good way. Instead of reaching out, let me go to the street, let me go to
I get that.
Which is a great way.
It would be a great help, but I don't think it's a need.
No, it's not.
Would it help? Absolutely, would it help? Absolutely. Like, why am I waking up with this thing in my pants? Why does this happen? Like, I get all that. Would it help? Absolutely. Right, but it's not a need because I have the internet and all that. But I get what you're saying. I get it.
There's still that void that needs to be filled. There's still a void that needs to be filled so someone can understand their internal character and the person that they know that they can become. Other than that, anyone can fall down any other path that wasn't meant for them. That's why they need to have the understanding of where they should go. There has to be some kind of role model or some. I
don't need a woman to tell me where I should go. See, that's where the words are getting mixed up. I get what you guys are all trying to get at, and I get what your point is, and it would help. And again, that's where it takes a village, and I get that. Mm-hmm. But if my kids didn't have a male role model, I think they turn out just fine. Would it help?
Yeah, you would have to figure it out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, thank God for Google.
Yeah. Like this is not everybody has the resources to lean on, like how you're talking about. Right. What if there isn't a male role model or a male that has enough of that within him to be a model to anybody? Because there's still a piece of you can't just have a piece of shit person be a role model. And but then what happens in life, you deal with it, you run with it, you take whatever little bit of experience and knowledge you've picked up along the way, and you try to be universal with it. Try to use it in more than one aspect of your life so that you can understand what you could have been and should have been, rather than just wallowing in your own void of I didn't have nobody there for me, so I'm just gonna be a piece of shit.
Right. Again, a different I get where you're
it has to be figured out somehow because we all don't have it the way we would want to. That's why we all have these discussions to make an understanding of it, how to make it for ourselves.
And talk about Google, like you kind of can't avoid this actually being part of your dynamic now, because whether or not you choose to actively put that influence in there, is the second they figure out how to get on the internet, whether you know about it or not. Right. That bubble's burst. They're now going to latch on to the first person that they see representing what they want. And whether or not that's a good role model, there's no context.
Right. But that can happen in the household too.
That's why there's so many little young dudes that be latching on to niggas like Future and shit. Don't be like fucking Future. Don't be like that dumb motherfucker. Yeah, he be making some hot ass beats and some songs.
Yeah,
Don't
because look at him now. He's tight that Russell Westbrook is raising his child and getting his dancing pussy. I thought
it was
But no, like I said, I get it. And again, they can look on the internet and find the wrong person, or they can look to the right and the wrong person be sitting right next to them.
Yep.
So everyone needs someone, and again, it takes a village to raise a child, and I'm glad I have my village and then some.
There's a balance to all of that, because even if your child is around the bad influences, it's going to teach him how to stay away from bad influences, and what they look like and how they characterize themselves in public to make it easier to be like, oh, let me blend in my way of like slipping out the back door or just staying away from this crew without drawing attention to myself so I don't get picked on or bullied or I just don't want them noticing that I'm just not part of their shit, you know? Everything has to be worked out. Somebody's got to figure out their balance, and experience is the only way to find out.
Which is what we have right now. Experience to find our balance, which this episode has taken a horrible turn. Because
it's been pretty on the nose. We just were more intense today.
We were a little angry.
Angry? No. It was
Talon was a little angry.
Talon, you were a little heated.
I was aggressive.
Come on.
I was aggressive as fuck. I was not. Look, if you guys ever see me as angry, you will understand that motherfucker was not angry.
He's foaming at the mouth.
Like not to be cliche or nothing like that, but like when I'm pissed off, people get worried. I don't get angry.
No, and you're right about that. You're right about that too, because I'm from the same hood or right around the same hood as Jason. All right, some people get the volume of your voice misinterpreted as anger versus I'm just emotional because now we just entered that zone.
Motherfucker, I'm Puerto Rican and I'm from the Bronx.
I'm
getting to that point.
Puerto Rican and I'm always angry.
There's a lot of excitement. I was waiting on.
Sunshine said, "Who let Wolf out?"
Jason apparently.
Yo,
the big bad wolf.
Y'all know how bad that song is? Like how derogatory that song is?
What
song?
Who Let the Dogs Out? It's literally, they're singing about who let these ugly bitches out. That's what the song is about.
Oh shit, I never caught that.
Yeah.
The whole song is about that. Like,
I love you, brother.
I remember all of America just singing it like, yeah, who let the dogs out? It's like
Alabama's in the building, baby.
And they don't even know what it's about. Like, they're talking about each other and don't even realize it.
Like, things be bumping, I get it, but check the lyrics real quick, you know? Make sure you go through that.
Let me tell you, I never corroborated that, all right? I didn't know that it was about women. But I can tell you, this one song that I knew is about women, it was fucking trash. And I heard it on TikTok. And it formed with a stolen beat. The beat was the beat was amazing. And so he put his fucking vocals on it. Then it was trash.
Oh, that was horrible.
But let me tell you one thing.
Love you too,
when people make it clap, other people tend to make it clap back. Right, Tay? We clap back, brother, right? We clap back. So thank you, Junkers, for tuning in to this episode. And right now, we're going to give you another taste of us clapping back. And here is the second song. If you tuned in last night, then you heard the first one. There was definitely shots fired there. But this is our second intro, and we are proud to differentiate ourselves from you know who. Love you guys. Have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to
BreakRoom, yo.
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say.